Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meets him with a straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown score with the left hand.
Right now, we're gonna give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Jusdueboxing.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling on this good Tuesday, man? We are back to get boxing. It's Jusdu. Y'all know how we do. You know, they've been sending me this presser, man. So you know how we always do over here. We gonna react to. It's a lot of boxing going on out here, man. You know, the Tank and the Jake and Tank presser. You know, people were sending that to me yesterday, so you know I figured we'll react to it in real time. We're gonna watch that. You know, Lamont Roach went on the Danza project. You know, he spoke on some things there, man. There's some good boxing out there, man. You got Teo running his mouth. I hope he don't put too much energy into promoting and forget to sign the contract when it's time. We're gonna get on that. Man, they out here, they still pushing false narratives on Terence Crawford. If any of y'all don't believe me, look it up. You could type it in your phone, Terence Crawford failed PED test. I'm pretty sure you're going to see an article come up from a website that's falsely claiming that he failed the PED test. It should never stop with Terence Crawford, man. It's nasty, but we're going to talk about all of it. We're going to get to all of it. We're going to break it down, man. Look, double tap the screen, subscribe to the channel. Support the build, and we're gonna get to this, man. Let me say what's up to the people before we even start. Katrina said, I have no respect for Jake Paul. The way he treated Tank, all he did was try to belittle Tank, saying he couldn't read. He's a clown. So he said he was out of line for that. He must feel Tank needs him. Yeah, I get that. Tank don't need him, but it's an opportunity that anybody could use for sure. But I with you. Shout out to Katrina. 12 Threes, my dog, the Rise podcast. My dog Seniors in the building. Dude was good with it, cuz. How you feeling? What's good with it, Brody? How you feeling, man? Ghetto Fab, Dante's Boxing Talk. What's good, homies? Cash Sports, the box story, and in this joint, Judah Vision. You already know. Appreciate you, bro. Much love. Locked and loaded. What it do, man? Cookers where fights surpasses Bud and Canelo. Nah, not really locked and loaded. Because look, check this out. Casual fans make up a nice portion of the fan base. So that's something that appeals to not only the casual fans, but the diehard fans because Tank Davis is involved. You get what I'm saying? So it's like the best of both worlds, really. It's like a perfect storm, low key. So don't be surprised if it does do better. I wouldn't be at all. G tatted up TV. What it do, homie? Fagor be like the hundo, nobody gets knocked down. Yeah, I know. Just, but let them get their money. Yeah, it's nasty work, man. Doing numbers, but boxing won't be cooked. It's going to keep going. Creole the Traveler, my homie. What's good with it? Yeah, it's a lot of casuals, man. G tatted up. It's a lot. It's a lot of diehards dressed up or casuals dressed up as diehards, but they be fronting, y'all. They be fronting. But nah, y'all already know how we do, man. We're going to get to this, man. Like I said, it must have been entertaining enough with people who was sending it to me. And, like I said, it must be something to talk about, man. We missed yesterday, but we going to make up for it today. Y'all know how we do. We got a good old build coming on the way. We're going to get to all of this. Y'all just make sure, shout out to the mods in the building. Shout out to the channel members. I appreciate all the new subscribers. If you're new in the building, make sure you're a new subscriber. This your first time. Don't make it your last time. Say what's up to your boy. Double tap that screen, sub to the channel, hit that bell icon, all that good stuff. And if you want to support the grind, feel free. But we're going to get to this, though, man. Let's pull it up, man. Let's talk about it. My phone be pissing me off some days, bro. Verify it's me. Who else would it be, bro? Who else would it be but me? Shower, peace to the queen. Shower. I almost said it again. How you feeling? Always good to see the queen in the building. Yeah, we're gonna get to this though, man. Must have been a fun presser, man. Let's have some fun because it gotta be awkward. Jake is a damn idiot. Full blown. And we gotta get to it. Lamont Roach said a lot in his interview with the Danza Project. Tim Bradley, he made a video just recently. That's about 15, 16 minutes. He said Tank is a lamb. I don't know what else. I ain't watch it yet. A lot of times I'll be watching it when I get here with y'all so we could get their live reaction in real time. So I try to make sure I ain't really watched the presser. I seen little clips, but I ain't really watching. So we're going to make sure. Yeah, appreciate you, Shower. Appreciate you, man. Much love. Always. We're going to get to it, though, man. So let's see what the people was talking about, man. And look, this is the thing, man. I know it's this big, like, back and forth about people shitting on the fight. The good thing for over here on Jusdueboxing, we never trashed the Jake Paul fight. We never complained about it. Not 1 second, not one day. We don't care. We're just going to – it's boxing, bro. He's one of the biggest names in the sport, bro. We're going to watch it. You could call it a circus. You can call it fake. I understand. But it's the reason I'm going to watch it just because I know he's doing what he want to do at the end of the day, right? And you can either be mad at him or try to understand it. For me, I get it. You know what I mean? I have my preferences and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, I always leave room for what the fighter wants themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that always matters. You know what I'm saying? That's what something that people sometimes have a hard time making peace with, right? That fighters are going to do ultimately what they want to do versus what you want them to do. You know what I mean? That's why I don't see how people, like, you got to think. People have gotten comfortable. Shout out to Fight Hub TV too, man. People have gotten comfortable to the point where, like, they'll tell you a fighter owes them something. Like, Tank Davis owe us something. No, he don't. I know the hell he don't, bro. That man don't owe you nothing. I get it. I get it. We be feeling like they owe us because we support them, but nah, they never owe us because they don't force us to support them. Yeah, they ask that we do, and that's why I say it's really optional. So this fight, I feel like, he might be planning his exit strategy. Like I said, man, just a lifetime of boxing, man. You know when it's time, so this could be part of that exit plan. Who knows? But I ain't about to trip off it. We're gonna enjoy this shit, have fun, laugh, talk some shit, and get out the way. Shout out to my homie Reef. What's good with it? BVO, what it do, man? He said, I wasn't acting like it's Ultra Instinct Super Ninja for the infrastructure. Jake Nasty word. Yeah, we're gonna get to it now.
Of most valuable promotions, Jake Paul.
We gonna get
versus
to it.
Gervonta Tank Davis, and it's live and only on Netflix.
Let's see what's
Tonight's
popping
event
with it, man. Y'all make sure double tap the screen, man. Y'all already know the drill. Let's get the lights up, y'all.
And Jake Paul. They are the co-founders of Most Valuable Promotions, and Gervonta Davis.
Brian Custer back in the day. That's why I ain't skip past it. Man, Brian Custer is one of the ones, man. You need Brian Custer around for the joint.
Stream live exclusively.
Hold on.
On Netflix, certainly redefined tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern.
Let's get to it, y'all.
First coming to the stage, this man returns to the ring fresh off his victory over a former world champion, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He did that just 3 months ago.
12-3,
that win
2, man.
Earned him a ranking. He is now ranked 14th with the
WBA was good, homie.
as a
How you feeling?
contender at cruiserweight. This man, of course, after that victory, followed up that monumental win he had over Mike Tyson, where he made history. Do you know that was the most streamed sporting event ever? 125 million people watched.
Man, that's some real numbers, man. The way I be looking at it, y'all, is like whenever we have a boxing event that brings a lot of eyes on it, I don't know why we get right into trying to compare it to the last event, or he did more than this one, or that one did more than that one. I don't be giving a damn. I like to hear that millions of people watch the boxing event. I like to hear that boxing could possibly gain more fans because of any event that's put out there to the viewing public and they enjoyed it, right? Presentation, the fights, all of that stuff that come with it. That's what I like to hear, because as long as that is the case, you know the sport has the potential to continue to grow. And if more growth means more fights, you know what I mean? More things for us to build on and talk about. Like, it just leads to the boxing being in a better space. So I like it, man. I hope they get a lot of eyes on this fight too. It just is what it is.
Across the world, he certainly has made a significant impact on the sport of boxing. He's brought certainly new eyes to the sport. He's championed fighter pay. He's uplifted women's boxing. He's also partnered with USA Olympic Boxing, and now he continues his journey on trying to become a world champion in the most challenging fight to date, stepping up again to test himself against one of boxing's pound-for-pound best fighters.
This shit is crazy of a fight, bro. This just the face-off alone, like the way dudes look standing next to each other is crazy, bro. And it look like a damn, like, yo, you looking at 10, like, damn, bro, you about to fight this big,
he
tall
will step
ass
into
dude.
the ring with a record of 12-1.
I mean, not even
wins
big, tall,
have
but
come by knockout.
man.
He's known as the problem child. He is Jake El Gallo de Dorado Paul.
T-Mac, what it do, homie? How you feeling? The problem child, yo. Jake, it's like, look, I got a different outlook on Jake because I'm not looking for a reason to be mad. I get it, you know, with his comments. It's a press conference. They're gonna talk crazy, they're gonna talk some trash. Tank ain't tripping, so I ain't. But this dude low-key weaseled his way into the game, and now he got one of the biggest stars in boxing entertaining him in the fight, bro. It's like, at some point, you got to be able to tip your hat and say, man, it's pretty, you know, interesting the way he was able to put together a situation like this that a lot of people didn't see coming. So I'm just here to see what comes of it and what's really going to happen with Tank after that, because I want to see if he's still interested enough to fight any of the other fights and, you know, just move on from this joint. That Russell versus Hiroka fight is the one I'm interested in. Of course, that's the one, Andy Hiroka versus Russell. Let's see what Jake on, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake. The hell is it doing? I'm just sitting around and stuff. Let me speed up some now.
31 opponents he's faced.
All right,
he's
let's
got
go.
a 93% knockout percentage, which is one of the best
get it going.
world champions. His fights over the last 4 years have broken numerous
fighting Andy, bro.
live
for
gate
sure.
records, multiple cities, including here in New York.
Yeah, I know. His shot was crazy, right?
His legacy on the line.
Bittersweet, right?
A much bigger fighter. And looking to prove to the world he has no fear. When he walked into the ring with a record of 30-0 and 1. 28 of those wins have come by knockout.
For a second, I might have popped in and said what's up. Shout out to my dog.
3-division champion. The reigning WBA
BJ,
world
what it
champion.
do, homie? How you feeling,
one
bro?
of the sport's pound-for-pound best. He hails from Baltimore, Maryland. He is Gervonta Tank Davis.
You crack it, Tank. Get it litty, Tank. Look at him. At least they found somebody to pick this fight up and sanction it. Miami.
Before we get into this,
take it.
I remember
Hold on, my son just
ago,
screamed for no reason.
we did the fight when you beat Tyron Woodley. You had a post and you had a hit list. On that hit list was Gervonta Davis. Can you believe we are at this point now and you've got a fight now with Gervonta Davis?
Yeah, absolutely. Manifestation is everything. I knew we would be here. Before we start more, I want to take a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk and his family, Erica Kirk, real heroes of America. I want to take a moment of silence, please.
He's back there tripping. You hear him shouting back there, just screaming for no
Rest
reason.
in peace, Charlie. Means the world to the United States and his legacy.
First game official.
Yeah, I knew we'd be here fighting Gervonta. I've predicted
Bro,
everything.
what I missed real quick, I walked away for a second. Hold on. What I missed. Oh yeah, them Merces or Mel back. I ain't never been into them, but I see so many dudes be dragging them joints around.
We did the fight when you beat Tyron Woodley. You had a post and you had a hit list. On that hit list was Gervonta Davis.
Merce, whatever they call him. Man bag.
We're at this point now, and you've got a fight now with Gervonta Davis.
Yeah, Merce, right?
Absolutely.
I think that's what it is.
Everything. I knew we would be here. Before we start more, I want to take a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk and his family, Erica Kirk, real heroes of America. I want to take a moment of silence, please.
Check that box. Hey, John Wick was good with it.
Rest in peace, Charlie.
It's a person, yeah. That's some new stuff.
The United States.
Satchel.
Legacy lives on today. But yeah, I knew we'd be here fighting Gervonta. I've predicted everything in my career, and
you see, that was a quick ass moment of silence. If he don't get the hell on with that, just promote the fight, bro. Don't overdo it.
Tank, same question. Can you believe this is happening and you're about to get into the ring with Jake Paul?
I'm definitely excited. You know, I think it's going to be good. You know, he been in the gym and he been boxing for a little minute now, so he been taking it serious. So we just got to see what he brings.
See Tank knock his big ass up.
When we fighting?
November 14th.
Yeah, November 14th.
He's stupid as fuck.
I got a number of questions for both of you.
What the fuck was that?
Before we get into those questions, I want to bring up a special guest to give you some of the details about the fight. And along with Jake, this man has made it his mission, of course MVP's mission, to champion women's boxing, elevate young prospects, and certainly promote some of the biggest events in the sport of boxing. Let me bring to the stage and to this podium Most Valuable Promotions co-founder. He's also the CEO, Nikisa Badarian.
Yeah, man. The thing is, man, it's not like I'm not the kind of boxing fan that complains, right? Like, as much as people gonna have their gripes with it, watch what it do, just like any other time. Tank get in the ring. It's gonna do numbers. People gonna show up. It's gonna do, great. It's gonna sell very well. We know this, so it is so much other boxing where you don't gotta keep like repeating the same thing over and over. Yeah, it's a bit of a circus. You got a big ass dude against a little ass dude. It just is what it is. It's boxing. It's entertainment at the end of the day. They'll never forget that side of it. The business side that makes the money, and the entertainment side, they are checking the boxes when it comes to that. So just going to sit back and see what it is and see where he go from here.
It's amazing to be here. This is our third event in 12 months with Netflix, and we thank them for their partnership.
Netflix.
I also want to thank the Florida State Athletic Commission and also thank the legendary Al Heyman, who, along with myself and Team Davis, has worked to get this event to this point. Tomorrow morning, we will announce multiple world title fights as a part of this card, including a historically relevant co-main. As Brian said, this event has been 4 years in the making, when a fairly novice Jake Paul made a wish list of future opponents, and right in the middle of that list was Gervonta Tank Davis. Many laughed at the time, and some still can't believe we're here. But these two young men are the face of boxing for Gen Z and Gen Alpha. They are the two biggest boxers in America, and they are putting it all on the line. One has the speed, the skill, the accuracy, and the one-punch knockout power.
They know what they did. They put this man low key in a position to get one of the biggest names in boxing and respected names to fight him, bro. Now it's not gonna be on the official records, I don't think, or nothing like that. But the fact that he even made a way to make it happen is pretty impressive. Gotta give him that. Gotta give him that.
The other has the size.
Who's to say that he had to be in a position where he could make this fight lucrative enough for Tank to entertain it, right? Who says that? So I think at the end of the day, it's really not that big a deal, man. It's I think it's something that 90 plus, almost 100% of the people would do if they had a chance to make that kind of money, because people spend their whole lives dedicating their life to the sport, and they don't get a fraction of that shit out of it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see. Let's keep going, though. Double tap the screen. Let's keep it moving. Money, man. D Brown, money, bro. Money. Money talks.
The size difference is obvious, but so is the skill and experience difference. One man has been doing this for 23 years, since the age of 7. The other picked up the sport 5 years ago and has virtually no amateur experience. So the size difference is what makes this possible. The king of the jungle here is Tank Davis. He is the lion taking on the young elephant that is Jake Paul. The lion is looking at me like he's about to eat me. The lion is fast, he's fierce, and he's fatal when he strikes. But the young elephant is big, powerful, and hard to knock down.
And probably slow as hell,
Come
too.
Friday, November 14th, the jungle will be set in tropical Miami, Florida, and the world will be watching live on Netflix globally.
Yeah, the eating was wild, right? He just slid that in there.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a victor, because the fighters have agreed and the commission has approved a maximum weight of 195 pounds for this.
This is hold on one second, y'all.
Exhibition.
This is the thing, real quick, man. I just wanted to say this real quick. I get all of that duck talk. It's simply business, bro. You have fighters that you would rather see him fight. There's no paperwork out on none of those guys for him to fight him. What he's doing right here is simply making a choice because he got the power to do it. He could have went ahead with the Roach rematch. He could have had and probably try to pursue somebody else if he wanted to. But this is simply about him just making the bag, sticking to what he always told us he was on. It's no different, but it ain't ducking Devin Haney. They're not in the same weight class. The Shakur Stevenson fight, there's no paperwork or nothing set in place for him to be able to duck him. Could you say he's not focused on them, or he's not prioritizing those fighters in the order that you would like? Yeah, you could probably say that, right? But you can't say he's ducking, right? Ducking would mean that it was paperwork out there, contracts, offers, or something, and he turned them down or said no to the fights. He ain't said no to the fights, but he ain't prioritized them in the order the fans would like to see, right? Jake Paul is like an anomaly. Like, where did this come from? But it's simply about the money, bro, and people just can't. Don't stress yourself trying to figure it out. It's simple, like, and then put yourself in them shoes. Would you go make that bag? Don't say you won't. Generational money potentially what they reporting. So it's like it's just smart for them to do it because you don't know if it'll be there later. So it's unfortunate for the fans that it's happening now, but it makes sense if you the fight, go get your coins.
As you know,
20-something years straight doing this shit, and you get an opportunity to do this. Yeah, you gonna say it. You get me? You're just gonna take the money. It's just not that serious. It's nothing to stress about. Let's enjoy boxing, bro. If you don't like this fight, you're going to like Gary Antoine Russell and Andy Hiroko on the card, right? That's a real fight. Alicia Bumgarner, I believe, was on the card as well. It's some other boxing up there that you could appreciate. If you don't like this one, right? You could turn it off, I guess, at the main event. If look at it this way, it's on Netflix. It's free. They're not even charging us. Why we wilding? Let's enjoy boxing. Now let's understand the fighter. He dedicated over 20-some years of his life to the sport. He done beat all types of odds, bro. And he like, bro, I'm a hood dude. I get to make this kind of money doing this shit. I could have never imagined in one fight, and it's an exhibition that ain't on my record. Bro, he going to do it, right? He going to do it. Will he ever fight those other guys? I don't know. We'll find out. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no crystal ball. We just going to sit back and see. Finance TV, my dog, for 40 M's, I might fight my mom. And that's all I'm trying to say. I just want people to keep that in mind. It's all about making that coin. You know, you sacrifice so much to get to that point. That's what you do. And listen, I think this going to explain a lot. Let me try to let it play through. Emmanuel, what's good with it? 503, what's good, man? How you feeling? Nah, hell no. Ain't no capping. No, I'm just realistic. It's not ducking like people use that word too loosely. There's no contracts, no paperwork. He's just choosing to do what he want to do, which is pretty much what fighters do anyway. I could cry all day. He's got to fight Shakur. Fight TL, fight Devin. Two guys that's not in his weight class, right? I ain't tripping because this type of shit happening. Like I'm real enough to say, if I was in these shoes, if I was, you know, in a position to make this kind of money, you would do it too. Nah, you being weird. Look, I'm giving you one and done, bro. One and done. We have real conversations. Any of y'all want to come up here and talk? Feel free, but we ain't doing the weird shit. We ain't doing it. Nah, we ain't doing it. Sit your mark ass in the back and think about that. All right. Y'all some fucking weirdos. I'm going to cook on this and I'm going to cook you while I'm doing this. Samuel, what it do? This is the problem with you weird ass boxing fans. You can't control who these guys fight because you huff and puff and fake blow a house down in the comments. It don't change shit. He hasn't ducked any of those fighters. Stop with the weird shit. We talk real boxing. Ducking narratives is for surface level people. This guy is simply picking choosing to make a bag. I can't it's none to justify. I just get it. Because if a lot of guys was in that same position with 20-some years in the game, he been boxing since he was 6 years old. He's 30 now. What is that, 24 years? And you get a chance to have a circus fight, as y'all calling it, right? You're going to go make the money. It don't go on your record. What are you talking about? Yes, he's going to go do it. Why would he care about what you saying at home and he could be a part of some shit? Say 40 million, because that's what they throwing out there. You telling me he should say no to $40 million as a young, poverty-stricken kid from the ghetto because people at home are telling him what he should do with his career? Tell me again, what fighter would ever listen to the fan at home telling him what to do? I'm just real. I'm real enough to say it. Is it the ideal fight I would want to see? No, but I'm not tripping. It's a free fight. Relax. It's not on pay-per-view. It don't cost you shit if you got Netflix, and most of us do. Why the hell is we wilding? No, when you come to this platform, it's just do boxing, not just complain about boxing. Nah, bro, I will find the silver lining in anything pertaining to boxing, but I'm going to be genuine about it. It's not that big a deal. It's a free ass fight. But guess what though? When November 14th come and that Netflix shit come on and it's time for Tank and Jake to fight, guess what, y'all? You ain't even got to turn to it. Guess what? Why stress about something you don't got to watch? So over here, we just appreciate boxing. I don't care what none of these dudes do because you're going to criticize him no matter what he do. And this is to prove the point. And I'm going to get back to this. Shout out to 503 Kansas City Mac. What's good with it? This is to prove the point. You know it's not about who he's fighting because when it was negotiating with Loma and Loma pulled out, guess what they went to? Well, why did he wait so long to fight Loma? No, you crying ass people at home. You said you wanted to see him in a unification, right? But then when he pursues the unification and the guy pulls out, oh, well, he waited Loma out. He waited too long. No. You should have been championing him for even making an attempt to fight the guy that we just seen pitch a shutout over Cambosis and stop him. A guy that never been stopped, beat his ass, right? But we went right to complaining, y'all. We didn't champion the fight. We didn't say, y'all, finally, unification time. We didn't do that. We started complaining. Well, he waited too long. It's his fault. Now, it's his fault that Loma chose not to fight him. You can't make this shit up. Over here, we talk real boxing. That duck shit is one of the most overused words in the entire sport. Since I've been on YouTube, bro, been about 3 years and counting. All this duck talk hasn't not one single solitary soul that's telling me these fighters are ducking has been able to prove it definitively. It's not that. It's people following their plans. It's maybe the guys not prioritizing the fights we want to see the most, but they're going to prioritize that bag. And that's what Tank is doing. Could you blame them? Prize fighter, right? They're prize fighters. I swear, man, I think people just start watching boxing. And unless they come up with something else to call them besides prize fighters, meaning fighting for a prize, you have got to be kidding me. All this fake outrage for a free ass fight that you don't even gotta watch. Bro, I ain't tripping on Tank. I ain't tripping on him. He been sound like he tired of y'all shit. And to a degree, I level with him. Because like I said, when it was time to fight Loma, it was like, oh, well, why'd you wait so long? Well, 6 years ago, you could have shut up 6 years ago. We in 2025, they talking about 6 years ago. Nah, bro. Loma could have said, yeah. The interesting thing about all of this is no other point did they negotiate or was it any type of deal in place for them to fight. But this time it was. And guess who said no? It wasn't the guy that y'all shit on. It wasn't the guy that you want me to shit on. Get that D-riding shit out of here. I don't play them type of weird-ass games. I talk real boxing. I know you used to hearing the Tank Davis slander everywhere you go. Let's be mad because a grown man is deciding to make his own money. Man, I don't give a damn. I don't have to watch. I can sit here all day and say, yeah, man, he's a failure and he's a loser and he ain't gonna legacy this. Bro, that dude told y'all he don't care. He don't care you. He told you he got into boxing because his situation was messed up and he needed money. He said he never told you he was going to be the best fighter and y'all still acting like he got to be that. It's too many boxers in the world for me to be focused on Tank Davis tripping out because he won't fight Shakur or he's not prioritizing fighting Shakur. I don't care no more. I used to care a little bit before, not so much no more, bro. I understand it. It's about business and doing what makes sense for you and your team. And until I see anybody that I feel does something different, then I'll call it out. But nah, man, that dude is doing what he always been doing, chasing the check. And now he had a chance to really chase one, and people are like, they tripping. Just gotta make your money, bro. His legacy might not read that he fought all the toughest fights in the world. I said this before too, but his legacy might read that he was a kid that came from nothing, beat the odds, made a whole lot of money in the sport, did it his way, despite changed some lives with the money that he got. You get me? Maybe that's something that his legacy gonna read, and that might be good enough for Tank Davis, right? Why am I about to complain over some shit he don't even like that? He don't care. He said legacy to get that out of. He don't care about it. Why am I gonna be caring for him? I'm like, yeah, but you need to be great. Nah, man, because, and I said this before, there's so many different ways to look at things. When you look at a resume at the end of it all and you say, yo, maybe he didn't fight all the best people, so he ain't gonna be the best fighter. I said it so many times. but his legacy might read something different. His legacy might read that he did it his way on his own terms. Yeah, maybe he ain't fight the toughest guys in the world. You can't doubt the talent, but if you speaking from a guy that came from the circumstances that he came from, he beat the odds. He won. I don't think he care about people remembering him 10, 20, 50 years from now. I don't think he cares. So with that being said, why would I care more than he do? He don't even care. I ain't tripping. You get me? He ain't worried about nobody like talking about him after this shit is all said and done. He like, bro, how can I make the most amount of money I possibly can with this career while I'm here? Could you blame anybody? Ain't that the goal though? Nah, fuck this bullshit, legacy talk, belts, and all that. Ain't the goal to whatever profession you in, whatever career you have, is to make the most money that you possibly can? Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me you not goal oriented to the point where whatever you choose to do as a means to support yourself, a way of living, the way you provide for yourself. Tell me you don't try and aim to make the most money you possibly can. Tell me you don't. Why should it be any different? Because he boxed. Why should it be any different? That's where y'all go wrong. Y'all be trying to tell people how to go about doing them. The problem is, it's just when the fans argue what he want versus what he actually, you get what I'm saying? What I feel like he want. That's my only argument. But a guy doing exactly what he want to do, and he's found a way to make the most money possible. And yeah, some risk involved, but maybe it might not be the prototypical risk that he's used to taking. Right? Don't go on his resume. And I could make 40 M's if y'all don't shut up and relax, bro. Because we all would make that money. We all would. And you will be stupid for saying no. Even Lamont Roach said it, 5 to 7 million, hypothetically, to fight me, and then 40. What are you going to do? It's simple math, bro. 5 to 7, 40 M's. What are we talking about? Remember, this is a business. That's the part y'all not taking into effect. So let's get into this, man. Just wanted to set the table and make sure, nah, this ain't no D-riding. This ain't no capping for him. I don't do that for fighters. I'm just real. Tell me what I'm saying that's not logical. He chasing what he want to chase. What we want is something different. We want to see them legacy fights. He like, bro, man, you see this money I can make with this goofy dude? I'm about to go make it. And there you go. Simple math. All right, damn, you talking 5 to 7 million for a fight, and a guy that gave you a damn tough fight versus a guy that's going to be a bit of a circus fight. It's going to be a spectacle, right? He's super big, 195, all this weird shit. But I could go cash in this kind of money and it don't count on my resume. Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. I ain't tripping on it. It's free. When 14 come, I could be like, I ain't watching it and just don't watch it. But I ain't about to cry. Let's get to it, man. Double tap the screen. Let's keep rolling, man. Peach was good, homie. Doing this to take Vinny and Calvin. I don't think so. But I hear you. I don't see it that good, please.
Coming to the stage.
Come on, y'all. Let me get it back where we had it at.
It's going to be good. You know, he been in the gym and he been boxing.
All right, let's go, y'all. Double tap the screen, support the build. Let's get to it, man.
What he bring come when we fighting?
November 14th.
Yeah, November 14th.
He's stupid as fuck.
I got a number of questions for both of you.
What the fuck was that?
Before we get into those questions, I want to bring up a special guest to give you some of the details about the fight.
And then watch, y'all, when they have a crazy amount of success, when this fight happened, it ends up being good business, what you gonna say then? He's stupid for doing it. Oh, Tank, you dumb. Your opinions don't weigh more than that. And we just using numbers that they threw out there. Your opinions at home don't outweigh the $40 million that he possibly could stand to make from this fight. And why should it? Imagine somebody telling you how to get your paper, telling you what you should do. Yeah, take less money and fight the more dangerous fights, because that's really what it is. Yeah, because we said so, right? Yeah, we said so at home. Yeah, we not impressed with this Jake Paul stuff. Yeah, fight Shakur, fight Teo, fight Devin. Even though two are maybe in your weight class, fight him anyway. No, man, no. He like 40 what? Case closed. I can't believe people acting so crazy. They just want to diss the dude. Like, yeah, I get it. It ain't ideal, but man, Tank don't care about people's opinions versus his money, bro, and that's clear. He should. Everybody should take a page out of that book in terms of minding your own paper. Get it how you live, bro. That's how you want to get it. You got to deal with everything that comes with
boxing, elevate young
prospects,
and certainly promote some of the biggest events in the sport of boxing.
Nah, you can't cry about the backlash. You got to take that.
Most
Whatever
Valuable
backlash, you
Promotions
got to
co-founder.
eat it.
He's also the CEO, Nikisa Badarian.
Man, hold on, man. Let me speed this up some, y'all.
We'll be wearing 12-ounce gloves. Sitting has virtually no amateur experience. So the size difference is what makes this plausible.
Right, see how they primes are so short, bro. They got to
taking
cash
on
in.
The young elephant that is Jake Paul. The lion is looking at me like he's about to eat me. The lion is fast.
12-ounce gloves, he
fierce,
said.
and he's
$195
fatal when he strikes. But the young elephant is big, powerful, and hard to knock down. And come Friday, November 14th, the jungle will be set in tropical Miami, Florida.
Hey, Cal behind the hands just said the same thing, bro.
Watching live on
you
Netflix
get me.
globally.
Gotta get it. See
who the
sounds like the president did just half the crowd wasn't feeling.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a
I don't know. Maybe the energy, maybe his energy is off. I don't know. We're gonna get to it though.
The fighters have
Let's see what you was talking
and the commission has approved a maximum weight of 195 pounds for this exhibition.
Torres was good with it, fam.
The fight will be contested
Drake Davis
over 10 3-minute rounds.
Was good.
The fight is 195 pounds, Tank, as you know.
Queen Lisa, always good to see.
The fight will be contested over 10 3-minute rounds. And when Tank and Jake enter the squared circle to go to battle, they will be wearing 12-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
Sitting ringside will be 3 commission-approved world-class professional.
Everybody was saying fight Shakur. That's that. I guess they're gonna get to that at some point. Then somebody asked that question.
That will score every round to ensure there's a decisive.
Shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate the well wishes and the messages.
Both men are
much love to
the
y'all.
highest level of testing with USADA. So Tank, Jake, thank you for doing this. Thank you for giving boxing another massive moment, headlined by yourselves, featuring multiple world title fights. But come Friday, November 14th,
GQ,
you will have your hand raised and walk away with the W. The question is, will it be a W rendered by 3 judges or a W by stoppage? May the best fighter win. Thank you.
And you know they're gonna sell it to a degree as far as all the stoppage talk and things like that. So you know they're gonna have some fun with it. But this is gonna be something. I ain't gonna lie. This is gonna be interesting to even see. It looked weird with them standing next to each other and all of that. So I don't know. I ain't tripping, bro. It's just entertainment, man. At the end of the day, I'm not so vested that I'm mad at every little thing that these guys do. Let's get to it, y'all.
Guys, let's talk about the fight. That's why people are here.
You're going to this, right?
I'll start with you.
Right, with a
career
winning or a draw or something.
Taking tough challenges.
Either winning or it's going to be a
now
draw.
You're facing
about to beat
Tank. Probably one of the most explosive punchers in the sport of boxing. What do you see as your biggest advantage going into this fight?
Yeah, I would say a lot of things, but I think first and foremost is going to just be my reach, my size, being able to keep him away. I think there's a lot of holes in his defense that a lot of people haven't exposed before, and he's a great fighter, one of the best. I'm excited. He's elevating me to a new height. He's making me push myself to my limits. I'm more locked in than ever. But at the end of the day, I know I'm going to be able to.
And again, I just threw that figure out because that's what they throwing out. So ultimately, I would think the reason for doing it will be the same pressure to win is not there as it is fight one of the other guys, and you probably could make more money than fighting this guy in this type of event than you could any of the other guys possibly. But we'll see, because remember that's what his fans threw out there. They said 100 million.
7 times as long as me.
They saying 100.
Obviously, toughest test that you faced to this point. You beat an undefeated world champion. Is this the fight where folks, especially in the boxing community, have to say,
right,
Jake Paul deserves to be at the elite level?
Nah, they'll never give me credit until I have the world championship belt, but that's okay. It doesn't matter, you know. But belts collect dust, and what I've done in the sport is unprecedented. Never will be replicated, and done it in such a short amount of time. Just getting warmed up, they're not going to give me credit, but I don't need the credit from these bozos, to be honest. The credit's in my bank account.
Jake said the credit's in my bank account.
I'll start with you.
You can't deny it, bro. They left the door open. Somebody left the door open a little bit, and he squared it, kicked it down, bro. Tommy Fury would drop one 35-pound tank. We're gonna see Coach Beast. He can. It's not a question if he can drop him. The question is, will he drop? He's very predictable too. He falls in them patterns.
Why Jake Paul
can't pick up on them patterns,
as opposed to a rematch with
boxing.
Roach.
What it do?
It just, you know, I don't want to put a lot out there, but it just, you know.
Shout out to Time. It's a money grab, bro. For a prize fighter. Money grab.
I've been doing this for a little minute now. You know, I've been doing it since I was 7 years old.
Look, 7. You know, so. Knowing this shit since he was 7 years old, he's 30 years old and probably closer to being 31 now. So just let that sink in. That's 23 years, 23, 24 years, give or take. Think about that. You've been doing whatever you do for a living now, right? And you get to the job and they call you in the office and say it's an offer or it's a way for you to make more money than you've ever made on this job, potentially. Are you going to do it? Yes. And that's just what it comes down to. You get what I'm saying? That's what it is, Time. So you got to stop looking at it like one fight. Oh, give us the legacy fight, bro. It's hard to turn in that kind of money, bro, when it's the whole reason he's been doing it.
Camp I can, like, you
that's
know,
why I say, man, people got to listen to Tank Davis. He's been told you about that bread,
to,
man.
like, the rematch of
he might be. Might be, Jordan. He might be. He might be checked out. Could be.
It was more so like,
yeah, no weight cut.
In it, but November the 14th, you got Jake Paul and me. I think it's gonna be a great event. Every time I fight is fireworks. Jake Paul coming in, you know, he's much bigger, he's much stronger. Boxing wins come November the 14th. You know, it's not just me and Jake on a fight.
Yeah, right. And between legacy over currency.
Just giving boxing what it needs, and that's excitement.
He certainly has the size, stronger guy.
Yeah, it's just something to think about, bro. Like, we work so hard in our lives. Think about the jobs that we do. We bust our asses. I know many of us is hardworking people. And that's all I'm saying. And imagine busting your ass on a physical level where you're taking punishment to the head. You're taking blows to the head, y'all. Now, we ain't going here and it ain't just being you physically doing the job. Now, you're getting punched on. You beating your body up, training camps, the miles, the wear and tear. And then they like, hey, Tank, hey, Gervonta, hey, bro, you got a chance to fight Jake Paul, and this is what you could be making. I don't know what it is. I don't know, 40, 10, 20. Let's just say he's going to make a good chunk of change, right? It's hard to ignore that and turn that down. And the rematch doesn't bring in this kind of money. It's just business. It's simple business, bro. It's not that hard to really understand. You get me? Would you rather? If I could pick it to fight, y'all know who it would be next, but I can't pick it, so I ain't about to cry.
His power,
passion. I'm telling you, passion. And you hear me?
That's everything. To be honest, I never been in the ring with Jake, so I could say a lot. But when it comes down to November the 14th, you know, I gotta be in there with him. I gotta be able to, you know, his arm reach, his size, his power. You know,
hey, Reef, you already know
the way he moving and things like that. I just gotta adapt. You know, I fight him come November the 14th.
One of the things, Jake, about you, mental toughness, and you certainly used that mental toughness with.
And that's the thing. Shout out to Louis Cotto. I don't think he cared, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? I think his like I was saying before you got in here, his money and the money he can make from this fight, whatever amount it is, I'm pretty sure it's substantial and it's lucrative, right? That shit way more than any opinions on YouTube. I don't think he cared about being remembered amongst the greats, because I don't ever think that was his why. I don't think that was the driving force for why Tank Davis got into boxing. And it's so crazy to me how people really expect these guys to do what we would want them to do versus what he's been telling you he was going to do whenever get given the opportunity. And he's been pretty consistent, if you think about it. Making that bad.
A number of your opponents.
I ain't telling one single lie.
Before the fight, this guy's certainly experienced. You think you can rattle Gervonta Davis before y'all step into the ring?
Yeah, no, I don't know. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. This is going to be a true-on boxing fight. The best man will win, and you know, I think the shit talk is all fun, and we've been going at it for years and years, but I don't think either one of us really care. We just want to go in there and prove that we're better than the other one.
You've talked to a lot about leaving a lasting legacy in the sport of boxing. You beat Tank Davis. Do you believe?
I mean, look at it this way, Lewis. Could anybody that come from the streets of Baltimore or any like regular layman tell him that he's some type of failure? I don't think, like, think about it. Some of the fighters that we remember are like, don't have any faculties, mentally not all there, money ain't together, financial is not set. These newer fighters, these younger fighters, they understand the value of that dollar, bro. And they look at life after boxing. I think Tank Davis has been fortunate enough to have the kind of success that benefit him the opportunity to think about life after boxing, which is why he can make moves like this right in the middle of his career. And people be scratching their heads like, how could you do this? The whole time we ignoring the fact that boxing is a business and it's all about money. Money talks, that BS walks. You think he cared about people remembering him 50 years from now, as opposed to being able to financially take care of himself and has potential generational wealth 50 years from now? Think about it. Which one would you choose? All I'm telling y'all is you can hate the fight. I'm not bigging up the fight, but I'm not going to trash it and tear it down either. I'm just telling you to look at things a different way. Look at it not from a fan's perspective, from a business perspective. Money-wise, you're telling me you're going to say no to the money because of what people on YouTube, X, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram is going to say? Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right. That shit is not going to matter. You're going to be like, the hell with what they talking about. Remember me what? I'm going to remember that I made this money and made more money than I've ever made in any one of these other single fights. Probably not even taking the same exact risk. You never know, man. You know what I mean? Every fight is a risk. I want to be clear, but you get it, man. Sometimes you're just going to go for your bag. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's nothing to really trip out about. It's not hard to understand either. You know what I'm saying? If you just pay attention to the fighter.
Yourself.
They're prize fighters. They fight for money, bro. They literally fight for money.
Yeah, I'm just.
He's doing what he's supposed to do. If you're being honest.
A lot more people. Each fight has done that.
As far as the occupation, prize fighter, yes. Is he chasing a legacy?
Feels like
no.
The last.
But he said he don't care. That's why I keep trying to tell people. Why I keep saying legacy to this guy? He don't care about that. He don't. He don't. If you could choose people remembering you for 50 years, 100 years from now, versus, you get what I'm saying? You're gonna choose that, and you end up broke or mentally not all there and need assistance and all this different stuff. You end up down bad. Which one would you rather choose? And I think that's where he's at. He's at the point where he's like, bro, I choose the money. I'm choosing the money. I'm gonna make the money. That's all it is, bro. That's all it is.
That was the end of chapter.
I think Jake Paul. What did Jake Paul? 6'1", 6'2".
And I'm only 28 years old. I have a lot more to prove. And
Motown, my dog, was good with it, bro. Y'all double tap that screen, man. Hit that like button, man. Sub to the channel if you new. Let's keep building, y'all. We're gonna get to this.
You know, this is a top 10 pound for pound fighter that I'm going to outbox. And truly, when people run back this press conference, all the shit talk, all the fun, they're going to be like, wow, this kid really is doing something monumental in the sport, and he's actually insane boxer. And I'm going to show that this guy who's been doing it his whole life has been doing it wrong his whole life.
Interesting. I mean, look, you got to sell the fight. It's an event, and you expecting people to tune in and show up and buy tickets, so they got to sell it. But he even said he going to outbox him. I'm telling you, facts, Jordan. That's all. That's all I'm saying. And I'm just saying, leave room for the fact that his path is just might be a little different. It's not about justifying. It's just about being real about it. You know what I'm saying? Like a person told you what it was with them, and we still like, but nah, you got to chase legacy. And he gonna keep hitting your head over and over, right? He don't care about what people care about. You know what I'm saying? 704, Joe, my dog, what's good with it? Eric said legacy gave Ali, brain damage and early death. Shout out to Eric Wright. That's the other side of it that they don't talk about, bro. Ace, my dog, man. Your package. Shout out to everybody that supported me and continues to support. I appreciate all y'all, man. Much love. I got y'all. Y'all all taken care of. I got that done for y'all, and I can't wait till y'all receive y'all pass. Shout out to the homie Ace, man. What's good? So we're gonna keep building, y'all. Let's keep going.
What'd you say, Tank?
He said he gonna outbox me.
Yeah, he said he gonna outbox me, y'all.
Whoop-de-doo.
Said whoop-de-doo. Tanker fool.
The one thing when you have a fight of this magnitude, especially with Jake, because his appeal has been global. For you, Tank, do you think this is one of those fights where now all of a sudden you can show your boxing skills on a global scale to maybe people who weren't interested in boxing? All of a sudden they say, well, who is this guy?
Yeah, it's actually like, now that I
Shout out to Wilfredo. What's good, fam? Y'all, if y'all new in the building, appreciate you pulling up. Double tap that screen, hit the like button, sub to the channel. Let's keep building. Alan, what's good with it? Hey, look, bro. Lewis, everybody got a shot. With 12, he got 12. They said it's gonna be 12-ounce gloves, 12-ounce gloves. I'm assuming no headgear. Shit, he got a shot. It's just a matter of how realistic is his shot. Is it a realistic shot? You get what I'm saying? Because he is a really big guy. He has the power to hurt Tank if he hit him, but he got to catch him. Tank athletic, got that, agility on his side, speed, reflexes, timing. We've been doing this much, much longer. But Jake said he have to prove that he been doing it wrong and he gonna outbox him. So we gonna see, but people just look at it only one way. This shit could bring more eyes to the sport, which overall could be better for the sport, right? It's not all bad, and it's a free fight, y'all. As much as y'all saying it's trash, I understand, but are they charging you for it? Are they making you spend money outside of the people that have Netflix? Unless you somebody that don't have a Netflix account, you get what I'm saying? It's not like they charging you for it. People sometimes when boxing throw you a bone, just take one. Hey, y'all, when boxing throwing you a bone, just sit back and enjoy the show. I can see if it was pay-per-view and you had to pay $80-$90. I'll be pissed off right with y'all. Like, bro, they charging us $80-$90 to see this. They bugging. $100 or whatever the case, they bugging. But it's not. It's free. You get me? For the Netflix subscribers, the Netflix users, right? Let's chill, bro. It ain't that deep. It's not. Gary Antoine Russell's a real fighter. He got a real fighter. Alicia Bumgarner's a real fighter. Love her or hate her, she is. Legit. She'll be fighting. Let's watch them. Let's watch them fights then, right? That's why I say people just want something to complain about. It's not all bad, bro, and it's not the end of the world. Let's keep it rolling.
I'm looking at it now. It's just like, I don't know, probably this was a good thing, by just, us fighting. Because you have someone that, we come from two different sides, like, of the world. We come from,
Right, be more.
We still on the same path to get the same thing, So, I think it's good. My headspace that I'm in now is way better than what I was before, and that's the only thing that mattered to me.
See, you hear what he's saying? He's saying his headspace is way better than it was before. That's the only thing that mattered to me. Y'all, I hate to break it to y'all. Your opinions don't weigh in. They don't mean anything. Yo, I be trying my hardest not to flash out on y'all people, bro. But Thomas, yo, if your mother and father the same are cousins, that's not my problem. That's yours. If you can't understand what I'm saying about this man chasing money, then you stupid. You're not listening to what a good conversation is. What you want to hear is slander. You want to hear that same weak ass surface level, mediocre, remedial ass conversation where I'm saying, yeah, screw Tank Davis and he owes us this and he don't owe you shit. Nobody at home that watches boxing, he don't owe you anything. I want to be very clear. He don't owe you shit. I've been told you goofy asses that he's chasing money. He been told y'all goofy asses he chasing money. What part don't you get? Why do you keep complaining about a real fight? You can get hurt in any fight. Any fight. You see how scripted WWE is? But tell me the punishment that they sustain to their bodies is fake. Tell me it's fake. Same shit here. Yeah, you might think it's doctored up or they got rules or it's scripted. At the end of the day, somebody could be hurt. There's a risk in anything you do. Jake Paul landed the right kind of punch on tape. Yeah, he could feel it. And vice versa. Shut up. Like we don't know what a real fight is. And I guarantee you never been in a real fight. That's why y'all be in here bitching like that. That's why you in here bitching. Oh, it's a fake fight. He's supposed to be fighting Lamont Roach. He doing whatever he want to do. That's what he's supposed to be doing. That's what you don't get. Because every day that you wake up in your life, you know what you do, what you want to do and what you're supposed to be doing. Not what people on the internet are telling you to do. Shut up, enjoy boxing, be a fan. It's a free-ass fight on Netflix. You idiot. Free-ass fight with real fights on it. Shut your ass up, man. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Shut up. Stop complaining. You just not a logical thinker. What you want me to do? Cry? What you want me to tell you what it's going to make you feel good if I tell you Tank Davis is a loser? That's what you want to hear? I don't believe that. That's bullshit. Tank Davis is a fighter, and he making a choice that I, in my heart of hearts, believe that 90 plus, almost 100% of the people would make if they was in the same position. You moron. Prize fighter. Until they change the name, I'm not tripping when I see somebody chasing a prize. Dummy. He's not in it. He's not in it. Gervonta Tank Davis did not join and jump in boxing to see what you care about. He don't care about what you think. He didn't get into boxing to prove it to you. He told you that. He said he don't got nothing left to prove. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all dumb as hell, and all y'all do is complain. If you was a real boxing fan, you would understand exactly what Tank doing. All that crying about ducking shit, man, it get deeper than that. That's different kind of money that they saying he's standing to make. Why shouldn't he do it? Is it ideal, the timing of it? No, but I can't tell him when to move. I can't tell him what moves to make. I can just choose to support it, but it's a free-ass fight, and y'all complaining about nothing. You don't even got to spend no money. Why should I sit up in here and whine? He's not even making you spend money for it. His other fights cost money. This shit is free with real fights on it. Dummies. He doing you a favor. It's free boxing. It's the entertainment. It's a spectacle. You can choose to watch or you can ignore it. Damn, why we spoke? Y'all want me so bad to tell you how much of a loser he is. That's not it. That's not the conversation. Not over here, bro. We don't do boxing slander. With you out of shape ass coaches telling these dudes how they should move based on what you saying at home. No, he shouldn't, bro. That's what's wrong with boxing. Nothing I said is unreasonable. Not one thing. You didn't hear me say, it's cool for him to not fight none of his contemporaries. You ain't hear me say none of that. But what I am saying is he's within his right to fight that guy if that's who he want to fight. Now think about something. When they sit up here and they get the numbers back and these dudes checks clear and they make all this money, what you gonna say? Would that be a good business move or a bad business move? Y'all need to smarten up. Y'all come running through here. I know who y'all listen to. You want to hear me tell you how bad of a decision this is and how much he owe me. He don't owe me shit. Newsflash. You selfish ass fans, just because you spend money on something don't mean you get to tell them what to do next. Newsflash, I hate to break it to you. I don't care if you was at every single Tank Davis fight. I don't care if you bought every single pay-per-view. Guess what? You still don't get to tell them what move or who to fight next. You don't get to make that call.
That's what's wrong with y'all. The difference between me and y'all mad about nothing. I look at this as entertainment. It's not nothing to complain about. The guy Tank Davis, if you met him in real life, he'd be probably the most successful guy that you've ever met. Why shit on him? Why shit on him? Yeah, if you want to have a fucking conversation about is he gonna be a legend by your standard, probably not. Probably not. But I told y'all before, and I'm gonna tell you again, Tank Davis could care less about your boxing, your opinion of him, and his legacy. He don't care. He don't. His legacy, what it's gonna ultimately read, is he beat the odds and he was successful at it. Sit. You could cry all day. Yeah, he ain't fight Shakur. He ain't fight Theo. He ain't fight Devin. So what? So what? Newsflash, ain't none of them fought a guy on his level neither. Checkmate. End the story, man. Stop whining. Support him or don't. It's a free ass fight. Man, I would be with y'all if we had to pay. I would be right there like, man, y'all bugging. $80, $90 for this. Nah, you gotta. He giving it to the people. He giving it to you. He giving you one. Just sit back and enjoy a free ass fight. So if you don't want to support Tank and Jake, support Gary Antoine Russell. Shut up. You don't want. If you don't like Tank and Jake, support Alicia Baumgardner and shut up. It's not all this whining. I was just complaining. Yeah, Tank. How dare you, Tank? Tank Davis, Gervonta Tank Davis. How dare you do what you want to do with your career instead of what I said on YouTube? Gervonta Tank Davis, the nerve of you to wake up and actually entertain making the biggest prize versus doing what the people said do. The nerve of you. I can't believe he had the audacity to wake up and do what he want with his career. And you want me to wake up and be mad? Nah, I don't give a damn, bro. It's way too much boxing. Way too much boxing going on to be mad. A free ass fight. Man, what y'all mad at? Nah, this shit is entertainment. And sometimes shit ain't gonna make sense in boxing, and it's just gonna be entertainment. And that's just what this is. That's all, bro. That's it. That's all. It's just entertainment. Why y'all mad? Just say you don't want to watch it. And I'm telling y'all better not. I'm telling you, when this fight is over, you better not dare come in here and say, Jake this. I remember some of y'all names typing, you better not dare. You better not know what happened in the fight. I'm telling you, don't let the fight happen and you know what happened, bro. Hell no. Do not let the fight happen and your ass sat there and watched it the whole time. That's all I'm telling y'all. Listen to the voice speak clearly, bro. Boxing is entertainment, bro. It's business for them, entertainment for us. And sometimes those two things are going to align for the fighter in a perfect storm. You got an anomaly in boxing that Jake Paul comes along and, oh, shit, he got an opportunity for you to fight on Netflix. Some shit that Tank probably never even thought of doing. That could be dope for him. Maybe he could grab up more. You just don't know. We so selfish that when we don't get what we want, we like, well, that's retire then. Nah, you just don't got to watch it. That's all I'm saying. I want the same fight y'all want to see him in, but I deal with it differently when it don't happen. I'm not about to keep crying over grown men and females doing exactly what they want with their careers. Because you know what? Every day I wake up, I do what I want with mine. And I don't expect them to do nothing any differently because they box, bro. That's what people don't get. They don't owe you nothing. We choose to support these guys and watch them, right? And every now and then they'll give you something that you feel like aligns with exactly what you want to see. But that's not always the case, bro. And we got to stop acting like this is some shit that most people wouldn't do. And and like I said, I'm gonna try to play the rest of this through without stopping it, bro. If you had a chance to make more money that you made in years or throughout a career that you had, you're gonna definitely do it. Don't give me that shit. Don't give me that you're not gonna do it. Shout out to J Bean, boxing and back, keep fighting a good fight, Judge. You feel me? I know what y'all want. Y'all want that slander, but nah, we can have a conversation about resumes, even though that's an overblown conversation. That's why I don't trip over all this legacy that. We just watched Terence Crawford make history beating Canelo. And guess what they doing right now? They got an article out there about how he failed the PED test. Bro, get your bread, bro. The fans are unforgiving, man. They will tear you down at any opportunity, bro. Gotta do what's best for you and your team at all times. Not sometimes, at all.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your Jusdueboxing.
My guy, man. Appreciate you. Charlie, what's good with it, fam, man? If you're new in the building, salute to you. Let's keep building. I hope what I'm saying is making sense to y'all.
Y'all almost conditioned to hate fighters for doing them. That's not why we watch this shit. Yeah, we could criticize the move, but people go too far. Well, he's a fraud. Well, he needs to get out of boxing. Well, he needs to retire. Bro, them fucking gates and them numbers and them ticket sales say something different. Your YouTube, Instagram, Twitter voice is not louder than them checks that's clearing every time he fight. So all that complaining you doing, he cashing checks, and you're going to do the same shit come November 14th. And you know what you're going to be doing? Still complaining about how he should have fought Shakur or somebody, and his check going to clear, and you're going to keep it moving, bro. Boxing is not meant for you to hate these guys. If you want to criticize him for what he did, feel free. Be like, man, this ain't it. Tank, man, you was supposed to give us the Lamont Roach fight. You know what I mean? Just all GP because you said you was giving it to us. I get your frustration there. Oh, man, you said you had a list and you got Shakur's and all these guys. I get that. But plans change. People change their minds. Opportunities become available. Certain things are privy to you that wasn't a month ago, a week ago, or whatever the case. And guys are going to do, when it's all said and done, what makes the best sense, the most sense for them. They shouldn't do anything else. So, yeah, the problem is y'all not really, for the ones that's mad, you're not listening to what's being said. You're not hearing me justifying not fighting nobody. You just don't hear me being overly critical of a man doing whatever he wants to do. That's what you're not hearing. You used to hearing this. Tank Davis, all y'all that's talking that fraud shit, he'll knock all y'all out. I just want to put that out there. Jack, I just put it out there. For what it's worth. Imagine talking crazy about somebody that'll put you out. He's a fraud. He need to retire. How dare he go make all that money with Jake Paul? The nerve of him. What? Come on, bro. The Butcher, what's good, homie? Shout out to Empire, my dog. Said Tank vs. Paul. Just entertainment, bro. Just entertainment. Hot spot, what it do, man? Y'all smash that like button, man. T.Y. Eagle, I'll be glad Tank walks away. I ain't listen. If he walk away, cool. If he keep doing him, cool. Justin James in the building was good with it. Nah, this ain't a crash out. I'm just talking real shit. Y'all used to hearing that weak ass rhetoric. Let's shit on Tank Davis. Let's pile on. Let's tell the world how much of a fraud he is. Guarantee you, if I was having that conversation, none of these dudes would be typing none of that other shit. And I ain't never gonna crash out on no fighter. But I'm gonna talk my shit because people be calling weird ass names for me speaking logically. Can you argue the logic? They're not prize fighters. That's what people don't forget. Nah, they supposed to do what I said. Nah, legacy. Nah, what about legacy? What about it? What about legacy? Some fighters that got legacy and broke and ain't got shit to show for it. And like they said, man, them belts collect dust. Tell me they lying, man. This is a one-off where legacy wouldn't necessarily made him more money than this move he's making. So there you go. Simple and plain. Would I have loved to see Lamont Roach rematch? I was all for it. Where was y'all at? I was all for it. Would I love to see a Shakur fight? Come on, man. That's common sense. But what I'm not going to do is spend my days and my time going after a fighter like that. I'm not going to do it, bro. If you was in a position to make his money, you would do it too. And I go for everybody that got a problem with what he's doing. If you get put in a situation that he's put in tomorrow, you're going to sign up and you're going to go get that bread because you will be a smart man for doing it. You get what I'm saying? So it's just about being real. That's what y'all want. Like, I notice I don't hear no static, or I don't see people put up static when people spend 2, 3, 4 hours going in on Tank Davis. I don't see it. Let's talk fashion. What it do, Remo? I don't hear nothing. But when they want you to go crazy on him, yeah, man. Yeah, he's capping. Man, you will go make that fucking money. Stop lying. Damon, what's good with it, bro? You'll go make that money. That's all to it. That's all I'm saying. I got to be real, man. Like this, the problem. Most of y'all need to be right. And y'all not. Y'all opinions, I don't care how passionate you feel about it. Like, even with everything I said, this is still my opinion, my views on it. It's not a fact. Y'all act like what you saying is fact, and you think what you say matters. What you say has no real significance or bearing on how none of these fighters move. Newsflash, hate to break it to you. They don't care, bro. They do not care. You think they thinking about, oh man, I wonder what they're gonna say on YouTube tomorrow when I sign up to make this money. I wonder what they're gonna be saying on Twitter. They don't give a damn. Because if he cared, then he wouldn't have made the move to begin with. But let's play the rest of this. Like I said, I'm gonna try to play it through without stopping it, man. We're gonna keep getting to this. Like I said, man, every now and then I just see some of y'all typing. Y'all like little kids to me. Like little kids. You don't know how to have a conversation. And y'all want me to repeat the same shit that y'all heard the last few idiots say about Tank. I got a Tim Bradley video coming up. He said Tank is the lamb. So maybe you might want to stick around for that. He might say some of the shit you expect to hear me say. I'm me. I'm not about to get up here. I don't join the circus. I don't tear down fighters for making decisions that they want to make. That shit is weak. And if you can't fight, you shouldn't talk like you could. Y'all be talking. Oh man, Tank Davis, he owes me this. He owes me.
Most valuable promotions.
I can't believe
Jake
him.
Paul versus.
Hold on, I can't believe the nerve of Tank Davis, man. He didn't give me the fight I said I wanted. Shut up. Bet your ass ain't even. I guarantee you, L. If you ask these dudes to pull up their pay-per-view history of the last X amount of Tank Davis fights, I bet you they have no fucking history whatsoever. And I want to put this out there for y'all. You don't get to complain when you don't buy the fights. Yeah, you don't gotta go to them. You don't gotta go to all of them, but you do not get to complain when you don't even buy the fights. And I know for a fact some of y'all ain't buying the fights. I done been hit by people asking for link. Y'all don't be buying the fights, but y'all be complaining though. Y'all don't buy no fight, but you complain. Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't believe he fighting Jake. I'm not paying for that. Whole time is free, but you talking about what you ain't paying for. Shut up, man. Shout out to Favorite G's. We gonna keep going, man. Let's play the rest of this too.
His team.
Double tap that screen, hit that like button, support the build, and let's keep going, y'all.
MP Promotions, Netflix, Al Heyman, everybody.
Turns out he can't read just like Floyd.
Oh, MVP. MP.
You got it, champ.
I'm not worrying about that.
You got it, champ.
People talk all day. It's cool.
How is training for something like this? Obviously, smaller guy. How is this in the training aspect, Jake?
Go buy a crab cake. How crazy the chat, yo.
Yeah, just a lot of
hit that like button, though. Let's get the likes up, y'all. We're going to keep building. We're going to get to this, though.
A lot of speed. We're sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some 8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm going to beat your ass and I'm going to beat Jadon Love ass. On my mama, I'm going to beat both of y'all ass. On my mama.
He said on his mama, he beat that.
You know, he laughing.
What are you talking about?
What
does he have to do with this?
Let anything, you know what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
Let anything, nah, I don't have to say it right now. Don't worry about it. I don't got to say it up here. Let anything happen. And I'm going to show you and him. Bet.
And it begs the question, Tank.
Nothing.
Shout out to Watch for the Hook, man. He said Tank is not who we thought he was. I mean, it's a long conversation to unpack.
How was your training?
It depends on what you thought he was, though.
Because
he's all. I think it might have been times he talked about strap season, but I don't think this was a guy selling you that he was going to be the best fighter ever. Shout out to Justin. I just don't think so. I think it was clear. And never mind what he said, his moves always indicated to me that he was about his paper, his bag. And I think a lot of people, if they given the same opportunities, they'll do it. A lot of them will do the same shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, Tank not who Tank fans say he is. Yeah, put it like that, right? I think he is what he is. He a hell of a talent.
How is that training for this? And
everyone wants to know. People gonna feel like left some meat on the bone.
100% serious.
Tripping.
Because he's coming to really hurt you and make a statement. Are you taking this 100% serious? And how's the training for someone of this size?
Of course. You know, somebody like his size and things like that, we got to take him serious because we don't want to say it, but, you know, things can go sideways. So we ain't taking him lightly. We definitely looking at Jake Paul as a real fighter. I watch him when I'm training, when I'm home from the gym, and you know we're not taking him lightly. You know, again, it's gonna be good for the sport.
I think it's gonna be good for the sport.
To be here, you know,
Jake, how you win this fight?
Just showing up. Honestly, just I'm gonna knock him out. You know, he has a lot of flaws in his defense, and I'm gonna expose him. You know, look what a 135 Lamont Roach did to him, and It's just gonna be so much fun for me. I'm so glad that God gave me this moment. I'm Gervonta Tank Davis's karmic retribution.
I'm curious, Tank, when you walk.
He say if they on something, he say he whooping his ass and Jalen Love. Tank funny as hell, man. I think they're gonna be on the up and they're just showing up, Ryan Garcia type shit, yeah.
Walk into the ring, how much you think you'll weigh?
When I walk in the ring?
Yeah.
With or without the ankle monitor on?
I probably, that's corny. That's super corny.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, the little jabs about the situation, I'm not into that, but it's all good. I guess fair game and it's war, so I guess they, you know. But yeah, I thought that was a little corny, a little cheap shot. That's corny.
I don't know.
Tank don't have the same energy.
And
he had with Martin.
too.
Huh?
I don't make too much of that.
Fam?
How do you win this fight?
That outfit is trash.
I hear you watch for the hook. Shout out to my guy.
For real. That outfit is garbage.
Thank
and that hairstyle. Anybody that ever rocked a mohawk is a fucking clown. We all know this. Anybody rocked a mohawk. Name
You
them.
want to see clowns? You want to see clowns?
SP got beats was good.
Gervonta, you're the fucking clown, buddy. You're the fucking clown, Gervonta. Any man who puts his hands on a woman is the clown. I got you a poodle.
Now, okay. Now, since we on this, if I put my hands on females or anything like that, right? If I put my hands on females or anything like that, you know how I mean? Female, like, come on. It would be bad. You see how when I don't even want to bring up nobody thing, what's the name about that? But P Diddy, when things got like that, no, listen. When one female did a charge, it was mad females coming
P
out.
Diddy, not the
right?
P Diddy reference.
So if I hit a female, right? Wouldn't it be mad other females? Like
Not the
I ain't
P. Diddy
been just
reference,
with
right.
one female. Like I'm 30 years old. Like let's be real. I've been with more than one female. One mad females come out and say something about me hitting them. No.
Okay.
No?
I'm sure that there are members of the media who are here who have questions for you guys. We have mics right there in the middle. All we ask is that you come.
I know what he's saying though. It's just like, you know, because soon as you say Diddy name, you know, they don't even listen to the explanation, even if it made sense. I get what he's saying. He like, yo, when that shit happened with him, you seen how everybody came out, and it would have been more than one person, right? So he like, yo, all the women I've been with, basically, and why they ain't coming out saying this and that? I get what he's saying. I definitely understood what he was saying though. I get it. I get what he was saying.
Mike,
he just did. He could have articulated
make sure
it a
you
bit better.
introduce yourself and ask your
Yeah,
questions.
floodgates open. Once one person came out, everybody came out. That's all Tank's saying. Where's all the
a lot of boxing fans aren't happy with the fact you've taken this fight rather than.
All right, yeah, let's get to it. Back to the boxing part of it.
Devin Haney, Teofimo, etc. What do you make of that reaction? And can we still expect to see those fights?
Why should I care? What they
look.
When y'all switch,
for everybody.
What do you make of that?
Listen closely, please. If you ain't here, you new, double tap the screen, subscribe to the channel, support the grind. Listen closely to the people that's complaining. When he asking questions, when he get asked questions and he giving direct answers like this is why I'm not tripping out. Because he telling you straight up.
That reaction, and can we still expect to see those fights?
Why should I care? What they think?
Listen.
Etc. What do you make of that reaction?
When I don't even want to bring up nobody thing.
Hold on, let's get past this part.
More than one female.
Dank, what's good,
mad
homie?
females come out and say something about me hitting them. No.
Yeah, it's tough, Ty. It's tough, bro. But you know what I be thinking? What I be expecting? Most people to be like capable of having a conversation, and that means whatever you think, you can think. Stand firm in your opinion, but leave room for a conversation for somebody to give you something else to consider. These people only see it one way, just some complaining, whining ass, and I'm just not on that type of time. Like, that's why y'all be unhappy as hell every time y'all talk boxing, because
y'all trying to be overly critical of somebody, and y'all all know damn well if Tank Davis was your cousin, your brother, somebody from your hood, you'd be fucking bragging and probably jock riding. But because none of that is the case, he's not this and he's not that. It's gonna be a rich ass dude that's probably gonna be able to retire at the top of his game, man. It's for better, for worse. Maybe he gonna fall short with some certain conversations, but like he said, do he care? Listen closely, y'all. Listen closely.
There are members of the media who are here who have questions for you guys. We have mics right there in the middle. All we ask is that you come.
Listen to the question. Listen to his answer, y'all.
Make sure you introduce yourself and ask your question to the fighter.
Oliver Salt for Daily Mail. Gervonta, a lot of boxing fans aren't happy with the fact you've taken this fight rather than the Roach rematch, fights with the likes of Shakur, Devin Haney, Teofimo, etc. What do you make of that reaction? And can we still expect to see those fights?
Why should I care what they think? When y'all switch somebody can have a bad day and y'all switching on who y'all favorite fighter is or who this person is supposed to fight. Like y'all need to sit back and be fans and just enjoy the sport. Like y'all even talk about people's personal lives. Like why when it come to that?
Can we?
Now I understand exactly what he's saying there, but it kind of veered off. You could tell for all that not talking, that shit be on his mind. All the people talking about personal lives, all that weird shit they do. But you see what he said. Why should I care? Why should I care about what they think? I don't care. All y'all do is switch up anyway. So he's saying, and again, with boxing fans, they fickle. All it took was for him to have a draw, and then Tank Davis got exposed. He a fraud. He need to retire. This and that. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's wild. I get it. That don't mean we can't demand or not even demand want to see him fight his other contemporaries or other guys in his division. Nah, but look how far people take it. And then you wonder why fighters don't give a damn about what you talking about. Because they know you're going to switch up. You change like the weather. The wind blow too hard, you're going to be on to the next fighter. He knows that. He get it. He watched it happen to other fighters. Look how people
see any of those fights in the future, though.
Y'all keep talking about fighting somebody. Didn't he just have a fight? And what happened? He won, right?
I don't know what he meant.
But how you look in it? Exactly.
But
y'all say some different shit when it's me, right? Because y'all want me to lose. When y'all see people in that limelight too long, they want to take that they want somebody else to come take that spot. That's why it's always like, come on, bro. Like, that's what happened with Floyd. Y'all seen him too much, and once y'all seen him so much, y'all start hating on it. Like it turned from love to hate. You know?
Next question.
How you doing, Tank?
Told y'all, he don't care about what y'all care about. He care about them coins, that money, that paper, that cheddar, that dinero, that moolah. That's what he on. That's all to it.
Jake,
you know what I'm saying?
That's all Casual Corner. Tank, are you going to be retiring? If not, who could we see you fight next year?
Sonny Boy Boxing, what it
right
do?
Right now, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just, doing me right now.
See?
And for Jake, it's Canelo's.
And real quick, this is only to the people. Don't argue with me about who he want to fight ever again in life. They asked him about the Shakur shit. He got annoyed. It's no yes or no. It was an explanation. Do not argue with me telling me he want to fight him next or at any point. Right now, he don't even know. Tank Davis super fans, super duper fans, the ones that jump in inboxes, the ones that go to panel arguing on his behalf. I need y'all to understand something and listen closely. They just asked him about Shakur Stevenson. Yes or no? You didn't get that. You got an explanation. But furthermore, because I'm real, it's not to make him look bad. What did he just tell y'all? I'm doing me. I don't know what I'm doing next. Shut up. Just let it happen. Let the first fight happen. They don't got this shit etched out in stone. He don't got every move he gonna make etched out in stone. Jake Paul probably wasn't never even part of the initial plan until he came out of left field and became a real opportunity for him. Then your mind probably switched. You get what I'm saying? Because I remember him saying he wouldn't fight the dude. And he would laugh if somebody asked him to fight him. You get what I'm saying? But he changed the tune. It's easy to say that because Jake Paul wasn't a real thing at the time. Now it is. Now it's real money being discussed. It's real paper on the line. So you like, oh, I revisit this shit. Okay, now you start looking at it different. He has been boxing for some time now. He has been putting in some work. You start looking at the situation different because there's real money involved. Don't tell me some shit is fake when they about to make a whole lot of real money. So you gonna be the only ones crying. Their checks is gonna clear at the end of the night. While you crying about how fake it was and how you hated it while you sat there and watched it, checks gonna clear. They're gonna be on to the next bag, bro. I'm just trying to get y'all as boxing fans to understand we don't gotta be mad at this shit. Criticize it, talk your shit, move on. But don't expect me to be mad because guys are making money. That's all I'm saying. It's a dirty business and people gonna make they bags. They got a small ass window. You get an opportunity to do this, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. Let's keep building, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, y'all.
Yeah, 100%. You know, that's another one of the biggest fights that can be made in boxing. And after I beat this guy, Canelo's on the list for sure.
It's Kevin Garcia, aka the Puerto Rican Kid KG. My first question is
again, it's not ducking, it's not prioritizing the top fighters, especially in the manner that the fans will want to see, right? You expect a guy with this kind of talent, this kind of respect, this kind of, position in boxing is going to want to chase down all the fighters you want to see him fight. But he's telling you he's about his coin and his bag. He don't care what people think. So I need for people to stop arguing about what he wants to do and who he wants to fight next. I need for people to stop telling me how he would have fought Keyshawn Davis next and Shakur Stevenson here and this one there. He doesn't know what he's going to do next. He doesn't know. And I think that's a genuine, honest answer. And people don't want to accept it for what it is. He don't know. He don't know. Don't know. Like, I think he initially, he was going to fight, Lamont Roach in a rematch. His shit was, motions flowing high. It was new. It was a new situation. He like, yeah, man, activate my rematch. We fight. Then this Jake Paul shit present itself. And you start discussing possible money that you could look to make. And you change your mind. Then people lose their minds. It's not that deep to me. You know what I'm saying? These fighters are going to always do what's in the best interest of them and their careers. Tank Davis pulled that one.
Tank, so obviously, you're fighting Jake, and this is the fight that's in front of you. That's what you focused on now.
Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. Double tap the screen.
He's stronger. He's got the size advantage.
Grind, y'all.
Let's say he would have knocked you out. Do you think that impacts your legacy, or even lose? Just a loss to Jake Paul. What kind of impact do you think that has on your legacy?
I'm not really, I'm not sure. I'm not really big on it. I don't really, care at this moment.
So you're not concerned that a loss to Jake Paul would mean anything to you at all? It doesn't stop anything?
Why should I?
Got you.
He's going to still have his poodle after the loss.
My follow-up question is for you, Jake. Jake, look, in the Mike Tyson fight, fans debate whether you were pulling back a little bit,
Ryan, what's
whatever
good,
the
homie?
case might have been with the outcome to it.
Yeah, he don't care about no
in
legacy.
This fight, is it your intention?
He said it already. They keep
do you want to knock
arguing that he do.
Take out, and is it a little bit about making up for maybe not doing that again?
I just wanted to say that to any fan. Don't argue with me about what fight he want next, or who he fighting next, who he was going to fight. He doing this, and we just going to sit here and enjoy this for what it is. And when he make his next decision, I'll be there to be, I'll be all ears. But don't argue with me no more about who he fighting, and who he want to fight, and he care about legacy. When he fucking said it again, he don't care. Why should he care? And I get him. You can't be too invested in what people think that switch up depending on the weather. You get what I'm saying? Depending on the day, they switch up. You have a tough performance, they gonna shit on you. You don't win a fight, they gonna shit on you. Shakur was sick, injured, and some more shit against De Los Santos. He had an off night. Look how they shitted on him and dragged him. Still to this day, they still talking about that fight. That shit was in 2023. This is 2 years ago. He done had multiple fights since then, and they still dragging him currently in the comment sections. So again, do what's best for you. Tap into your fan base, the people that really rock with you, and just keep doing what you do, bro. Know what I'm saying? That's it. No, you can't worry about what everybody think. You can't. Sonny was good with it.
Yeah, 100%. I haven't got a knockout in a long time, so I'm itching. It's been a couple of fights, and I believe truly I've manifested. I've saw the vision of him getting knocked out, highlight reel KO, and I'm just excited to be able
Cal,
to
tell him again,
deliver
Cal.
that for the fans
They don't
and
get it.
have one of the another most viral knockouts ever.
Tell him, Ryan, you cannot please the fans. You can't, bro. You can't. Terence Crawford ain't duck shit, but they framed him out to be a duck, said he got a weak resume, and then they found a way to undermine him making history the other weekend. This is what they did. They did this to Terence Bud Crawford. Go look it up right now. All of y'all on y'all phones, you can type it in. They really saying he failed the PED test. I'm going to pull the article. They bugging. They really don't. You can't do it for the fans. You can't, bro. As much as you wanted to say, yeah, I'm doing it. No, they will drag your ass. And they dragging Bud Crawford. Get what I'm saying? Now, EJ all of a sudden was a hype job. A 3-belt unified champion is a hype job. Bud Crawford, a 5-division champion, 3-division undisputed, is a hype job. They need to see more. Tell me again why fighters should listen to the fans. Tell me again. Usyk, undisputed at cruiserweight, took belts away from the guys in their hometowns, from where they're from, and then did it in heavyweight, beat some of the same guys twice. You know what they said? They need to see more. Tell me again why fighters should fight for just the fans alone, bro. You cannot please these ungrateful, unrealistic people, bro. They're unrealistic. You can't even have an off night without somebody saying you got exposed. You get what I'm saying? You can't even get injured in boxing and deal with injuries. The fans will be demanding that you retire. Keith Thurman, one of the most disrespected one-loss fighters I've ever seen in boxing. The man was dealing with injuries for a few years. People said, man, he need to retire. He ain't still hurt. Tell me again why boxers should listen to the fans. Floyd was a runner. He born pillow fisted. He can't punch. This and that. Did the same thing to him. Woman beater. You get what I'm saying? They did the same shit. They're never satisfied. You name them, you could find somebody that's shitting on them. You got people saying they need to see Bud Crawford do more. And he's 38, bro. What do you mean you need to see 5 divisions, 3 of them undisputed? How dare you even open your mouth to say you need to see him do some more? Nah, he only beat one dude at 68. Nah, that's not real. He need to make a real run at it. Y'all sound fucking crazy. That's why I'm up here not shitting on Tank Davis, because of that. Y'all gonna complain regardless. It's not about who he's fighting. It's about you having an opinion that's negative about something. You just want to be mad at something. You just want to, he ain't this. See, I told y'all. Nah, bro. Nah, man. I ain't trying to hear it, bro. Again, man, y'all complain about everything these fighters do. They got to do what's best for them. And I'm going to be in support of that because I'm not an unrealistic fan. Broly, what it do? He said we need to see Jake get knocked out by someone. My name is Brian Lima, and I have a question for both of you. Bud got to go to heavyweight. They start putting his name in there. Gennady Golovkin. He got to fight Bivol. He got to fight Benavidez. You get what I'm saying? He got to fight all these people. It's never enough. Bud 42 fights in, and y'all said he ain't fought nobody. This shit is criminal. Now they up there talking about he failed a PED test. Shit is crazy, bro. Like, nah, y'all, the fans are some of the worst, bro. Worst, man. V was good with it. Nah, it's going to be a spectacle.
Fans are fighting on Friday, November the 14th. But the one question I have for both of you is, Jake, starting off with you. Netflix, what made you wanted to fight a fighter like Gervonta Davis, who's been doing it his entire life? Knockout power, pinpoint accuracy, everything, etc.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've talked some shit to him, but I honestly respect him a lot.
Did he say
as an entertainer.
Yo, bro said ETC out loud. Like, he spelled it out. ETC, just say etc. Bro said ETC. He spelled it. I ain't never heard nobody do that.
He's one of the only other biggest name in America. Me and him are the biggest names in America in terms of boxing. So it only makes sense.
Nah, the last fight didn't buffer. The last fight didn't buffer, Patrick. What fight was just Canelo and Bud didn't buffer? And they said they had, what, 41 million people watching the song? Yeah, he really said ETs. He spelled it out, teach. I knew somebody else was going to catch it. Shout out to the homie, bro.
Challenge for me to step up in my career. And because of the size and everything, that's what makes this a 50-50 fight.
Even if Bud be Benavidez, they say you need to go down and beat Boots.
And partnering with Netflix.
Bro, you speaking facts. You speaking facts.
Netflix and putting on shows. So that's what this is all about. And put him on my list 4 years ago of someone that I would fight, and I just made it come true.
Thanks, Jake. And Gervonta, my question for you is:
the Tyson fight
you
might
could
have
have fought
did
anybody,
it,
anybody on the top rankings. What made you wanted to fight somebody like Jake Paul that has the size, the reach, and everything? Like,
Rob,
what made you wanted to choose somebody like Jake Paul?
He spelled out ETC is crazy, right? Be more boxing.
Just testing myself, you know. We got the opportunity, you know. They came and said they wanted.
Hey, hey, real quick, I gotta read that. He said fans don't. Shout out to my bro Kyle Cool. He said fans don't even want to realize how they contribute to fighters going down the road Tank is on right now, and that is an absolute fact. Absolute fact. This is what I'm saying. Like, y'all hear what y'all want to hear, but nah, you do contribute with the lack of support, the over analyzing of a fight. A dude can't have a close fight. You got people running around here saying he got beat by Pitbull. That's foolish. That's insanity, bro. To try to convince the world that Pitbull Cruz beat him is exactly why shit don't matter. He had a close fight. Y'all went crazy. Oh, no, you scared of Pitbull. Bet you won't give him a rematch. Rematch him for what? And he just beat him the first time. No, you won't rematch him. No, you scared. You a fraud. And tell me again why Tank Davis is doing what he doing now. Y'all been complaining this dude whole career. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I get it. I want to see all them fights too, but I ain't complaining like that. It's just not that deep to me. It's not, yo. It's not. Earl Spence lost one fight. They said he should retire, and he done. He cooked. He washed up. Weight drain. All this shit. Broken ribs. Medication. He was high. That's all fans, bro. That's all fans doing it. All fans are doing it. They all fans doing it. So again, and you know what else is part of the game? Watch for the hook. Making money. They prize fighters, but we act like it's not. We act like it's not. Nah, legacy. Nah, money. Because money always ruled this sport, bro. Money always ruled this sport.
We let the ends meet.
Thank you, Jake Paul, and thank you, Gervonta Davis.
Hey, what's up? My name is
And I want to say this. Slander shouldn't be part of the game. Slander shouldn't be part of the game. Being in these dudes' personal lives, baby mama drama, that shit shouldn't be part of the game. But unfortunately, it is, right? So just because it's a part of the game don't mean it's good for the game. And I said this before, boxing need more people that's educated, more students of the game, and more supporters and less critics. Everybody think that criticism is like the ultimate talking point. Yeah, because I said this, then it matters more than, you get what I'm saying? Like they think their opinions way more than these checks that clear. So it's crazy. So just getting free money, Tank is a beast. Yeah, that's all. Blue whales. That's all. He just getting that money out. You know what I mean? Jealousy. Somebody gonna be really mad. Yeah, man, he gonna get that money out. Yeah, then shout out to Art and Ryan Shakur back and forth. You already know. I'll talk about that briefly though, but let's get through this. There's a couple more minutes of this. We're gonna get this off, y'all. And I'm gonna play Tim Bradley. We got some more to get into. We ain't going nowhere yet.
People have stepped up to beat the fighter that is Jake Paul. Why is it that you think that you can be that fighter? And if anything,
getting that cash, they mad. Telling you.
Say it one more time. Sorry.
I said that a lot of fighters have stepped up to fight Jake Paul, and a lot of fighters claimed that they were going to be the fighter to stop him. What makes you think that you can be the fighter to stop him? And if you can stop him, do you think you can stop him?
He said if you can stop him, do you think you can stop him?
I'm much quicker than him. He much stronger, much bigger, but we all know that tall fighters is a taller fighter. A shorter person is hard to fight a taller person. So
yeah, that was confusing. Teach me too. Then he said, if you think you can knock him out, can you knock him out? Like what the fuck? It's just asking the same thing twice. Oh man, yeah, I like him. Shout out to that's round one. Shout out to Joe Pesci, as they like to call him over here. That's the thing though. Shout out to Watch for the Hook. Just because Jack Johnson got criticized, it don't make it cool. It was bullshit back then, and it's bullshit now. You get what I'm saying? And look, not criticism, bro. I'm not speaking to the criticism. I said slander, because that's what we do. Bud Crawford being accused of steroids, that's slander. Bud Crawford, less than 24 hours after his win, you got YouTubers online lying to hundreds of people saying how he cheated without not a single shred of evidence. So it's not the criticism that people be tripping over. It's the slander. It's the telling these dudes that they failures for not doing what you said do. Right? Muggs was good with it. So it's crazy. Like, that's what I be talking about. Not that the criticism, I understand that part, but it's people go way too far. Get what I'm saying? Thinking you could control somebody's career with your talking point on YouTube or something like that. That's how they act. Let me get on the channel and lie and mislead the people and make them think that Bud Crawford actually cheated in this fight. Now they saying he failed the test. They won't stop trying to drag the man. They just won't let him be great. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, that's the thing though. It shouldn't be part of the game, but it got at some point it got to be somebody that wants to speak about what's right with the game instead of trying to do that kind of shit. That's why I separate myself from the pack. Get what I'm saying? I don't want to be a part of the game and the circus with where we just get up here and talk that same rhetoric that we watched the Stephen A. Smiths of the world, and not to just throw him in there, but you know, we don't watch commentators do this shit for years, get in position by shitting on the very same sport that they say they support and love. Everything that come out of a lot of these dudes' mouth be negative and slanderous and it's whack. So, like I said, man, dragging somebody, putting a jacket on somebody that's a clean fighter, that's showing you nothing but hard work and dedication and doing it the right way. We wake up the next day and we want to convince the world, hundreds and thousands of people that the reason he's not really this good. He ain't fought nobody, and on top of not fighting nobody, he was cheating all the people he did fight and manipulating the gloves. That's what they want you to end, taking PDs, undetectable kind. It's the worst shit ever. Shout out to my baby girl, the queen, Miss Jusdu is in the building. How you feeling, baby girl? Y'all double tap that screen, man. We're gonna keep going. This is almost over, y'all. Get this last bit out the way.
Definitely frustrated. You know, he's slower. You know, his arm reach not that much longer. We just gotta wait and see it till we get in there and
Detroit,
test the waters. But
Joe Pesci been boxing hard
too. he decent and he gonna hold up for a couple rounds. But once again,
Smokey the Bear, shout out to you. Same thing I said, fam.
No, I think it's play out.
And to Jake Paul, the same question to you. What makes you think that you can stop Tank Davis with your lack of experience in the ring?
Shout out to round one,
he's
man.
an emotional fighter. He gets upset easily. He's no matter what he does, he's going.
You're not a real fighter.
He's going to underestimate me. Bro, you took a knee in the last fight. Like, you should have got 2 points taken off.
You're not even listening.
You're always in your head. Like, at the end of the day, he thinks that the speed is going to make a difference. It's not. He has a lot of holes in his defense. No one has ever pressed him.
You shouldn't put a fighter on.
And you're going to see me knock this guy
out. That's how I know you're not a real fighter. When you at a press conference, you don't put the next person on point. You shouldn't do that.
What are you saying?
You heard what I said.
You say you shouldn't put the next person on point?
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I don't know what that means, bro.
Okay.
Next question.
He basically saying you telling him what he should be working on, or you know what I mean. You know what he's trying to say.
Lonzo, BroBible.com. Gervonta, considering that.
Gervonta.
Gervonta. Tank.
You got a mohawk, bro. Chill.
Gervonta.
You got a mohawk. Always remember that. You got a.
He told him he got a mohawk. Always remember that. Yeah, I mean, I hear you watch the hook. I just understand that fighters don't. It might seem like you supported fighters that's giving you exactly what you want, but circumstances and situation really be the reason for that, and the business being able to be worked out. A lot of these guys, they, you know, I just know they're not gonna give you exactly what you want, right? So I just look to see who gives me what makes the most sense at the time, and just try to go from there. You know what I mean? I know a lot of times we be feeling like they supposed to give us what we want because we paying for it, right? But it's just unfortunate it don't go like that because they got to take punishment. So as long as that's the case, it's never going to completely, like their moves are never going to completely line up with what we want. He's going in on a mohawk.
You tattooed your fucking name on your forehead so you wouldn't forget, you dumbass.
That's not my name, dumbass. That's my daughter name, dumbass. And my son name, dumbass. And again, you got a mohawk. Like fucking clown.
Tank ain't letting him live for that mohawk. He Tank said again, man, he got a mohawk. That is stupid, bro.
You got a mohawk, bro. Chill. You got a mohawk. Always remember that. You got a mohawk.
You tattooed your fucking name on your forehead so you wouldn't forget, you dumbass.
That's not my name, dumbass. That's my daughter name, dumbass. And my son name, dumbass. And again, you got a mohawk.
Tank ain't letting him breathe. With the mohawk.
All right, Tank.
Tank like, nah, again, you got a mohawk.
All right, Tank, you're giving up 40 pounds, 50 pounds to Jake. Considering he's much bigger, is this the toughest? Is this one of the biggest challenges of your career?
Dumbass mohawk.
I can't
Real
say
life
right
Beavis. Yeah, he is.
I can't say right now. I ain't been in the ring with him. You know?
You know?
And for Jake, is this the biggest, toughest challenge of your career?
Yeah, 100%. This is a top 10 pound-for-pound fighter. You know, there's been a lot of criticism on fight a pro boxer, fight someone your age, all this stuff. And Tank has stepped up to the plate. He said it in a podcast. He said, I'm the guy. I'm the guy to beat him, for him to fight a pro boxer, for him to fight someone his own age. So here we are. This is definitely the toughest test.
Hey, how you doing? My question's for Jake. Chris here with Boxing with Chris. Jake, when I spoke to you in March at the Tank Roach, you seemed disappointed. It seemed that this fight was not going to happen. How were the terms revisited and how are we here today?
Wait, say it again? Something about a fight not happening?
When we spoke in March, you said this fight was off the table. So from March to here, how was this fight revisited? How were you guys able to make this fight happen?
Yeah, no, we just made it happen. I mean, negotiations, back and forth, all parties being aligned. And, you know, this is the biggest fight in boxing. Currently, we're going to beat Terence in Canelo numbers with ease. So at the end of the day, when you have an opportunity like this to do the biggest fight, I think all parties align and just make it happen.
Dr. Abi
Two
with
more questions.
World
I'm sorry.
Liberty
Two more questions.
Dr. Abi with World Liberty TV Boxing Channel. Jake, big fan of yours. I just want to say what you're doing for boxing is phenomenal. You're putting it on the map. What you're doing with the ladies, with the Mike Tyson and UFC
I'll
fighters.
swing on you right now.
Nobody. And I love you too, Gervonta. I'm a big fan of
gotta,
yours. But I just wanted to tell this man what he's doing for boxing and putting it on the map, and just want to take my hat off to you.
Get the mic from him.
So,
get the mic from him, for real.
what I want to say is, if you beat Tank, you know, people are going to say you beat a smaller man. So what's the victory here?
Man, honestly, people always have something to say. It's old news. Keep talking. At the end of the day, you're here. So whatever anyone has to say, just keep on saying it, please. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, he ain't do shit.
James Bell of the Boxing Source. This question is for both Tank and
Shout out to the homie, the Boxing Source, my guy.
Jake. Given that, y'all have kind of like had a meteoric rise to, be very popular in the sport of boxing. And for this fight here coming up November 14th, for each of y'all, state your case for being the face of boxing.
That was weird.
Is it one of you? Is it for both of them?
For both of them.
What? He wants you to state
I
your
said
case.
state your case for
Why
being
you're
the face of boxing.
I ain't the face of boxing, fam. I'm just somebody that box.
Ain't a fool, bro.
Jake.
Numbers.
There you have it.
Numbers.
Thank you, everybody, members of the media, for your questions. I know what you guys want to see. You want to see them face off. I'd like to see
that
them face
wild
off.
ass face off.
Before we do that, let me bring back Most Valuable Promotion CEO, Nikisa
Yeah, that
Badarian,
was weird. They just sat there and they didn't even answer the question. What
to the
Tank said he
stage.
ain't
He's
the
also
face
going
of
to be
boxing,
joined
but
by TGB
But his fans, see, that's the thing. His fans will argue you damn that he is, and they feel like the sport just revolves around him alone. You know what I'm saying? This shit's crazy. Some of the conversations that I hear be wild, bro.
Promotions, their
Shout
president,
out to Tank, man. Get your
Mr.
money
Tom
and do shit
Brown.
your way, bro. It's the end of the story.
New York City.
This almost over, y'all. We're gonna keep it pushing.
Jake Paul.
Next up, we got Tim
and
Bradley.
Gervonta
He said
Tank
Davis is the land. Whatever that means, we're gonna play it though. We gonna talk about it. And Nikisa, my brother from Toronto, lead promoter MVP. Yeah, man, he making moves, Ryan. He definitely making moves, yo. Nikisa making moves, man. Gotta respect it. Like, because this shit is something that nobody thought was going to happen, bro. But a lot of people didn't, and they found a way to make it a thing. When it's over, hands in the air and all right. When it's over, I ain't the face of boxing no more. I'm telling you, I feel like this is the exit strategy right here, the exit plan. He wanted to Tank wanted to play a little bit. He wanted to touch on Tank body a little bit. Try to fill him out. See him try to touch Tank arms. See how he trying to make sure he trying to fill him out. Like, man, he ain't got nothing for me. He a little guy under that. Look at him. Tank looking at it like it's a game or so. He is looking at it like, man, this big goofy. How's Spot what it do, homie? This is wild here, man. This is wild, bro. This is wild. Wild ass face off, bro. Shout out to him, man. People are gonna watch it, bro. They're gonna watch it. They're gonna tune in. Tim Bradley, Black Krillin, not to be trusted. He been going in. They been having fun in the content creator space. Tim Bradley. Oh my bad. I ain't mean to put this back up. I'm taking this off. Remove it. All right, we're gonna Tank running geometric equations on Tank. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that shit gonna be a strange fight to look at, bro. Really is. Let me get this up here. Let's see what Tim and Turtle Bradley had to say. Y'all, we ain't done. Gotta get to him. We're gonna get to that Danza project joint too. Is it a way I could change this format? Nope. I'll change it back tomorrow, man, for the people that it's really no difference. Just double tapping the screen, bro. And I did this for a reason, but I see y'all still don't see why I did it. But I'm gonna do it the other way tomorrow. I'm gonna just make a point by doing it the other way. So let's get to this though. Let's get to this. We're gonna go back to the other format tomorrow. Just for tomorrow, we're gonna see. Let's go, y'all.
Oh, the rest. Yeah, I'm here to talk about that damn Tank and Jake Paul press conference, man. Man, there's so much I want to say, man. So much I want to say that I can't, man. I'll get fired. You know, my last couple of months with ESPN, man, if I say what I want to say, you know, it's really hard to really articulate it without using my cuss words, you know, because, man, Jake pissed me off, man, yesterday, man. God, he pissed me off, man. The disrespect, the level of disrespect. This ain't the first time, you know. He's disrespecting a fighter,
you on the phone,
a true, a real fighter, right?
Yeah.
It's multiple times, man. He's done it. I've seen him do it, man. You know, he ain't funny. He's not funny, man. He's not funny at all. You know, Tank sat there and had to take it because Tank know he the B-side in this, man. You know, I think a little different than everybody else, man. You know, I do. I'm not making no excuses for Tank at all, but this is just my perspective, man. Tank had no other choice but to do this fight, man. He had no other choice. You know, he was in training for that Lamont Roach fight, and, you know, then the covers got pulled off, you know, and then this fight came about. You know, this is an inside thing, man. I swear, man, I'm telling y'all, this is an inside thing. You know, this is something that Al, PBC wanted Canelo to do, you know, because this is how they eat. This is how they going to eat. This is how they going to recoup, you know. As you know, PBC, they got no legs to stand on, man. You know, money going out, not enough money coming in. They got to spend their own bread, for the everything, for everything.
Hey, remember I said that. That's the difference. The model changed. They had licenses. What is they like? Licenses, budgets. They had a budget before with Showtime. They don't have that same financial freedom or flexibility with Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime is providing a platform, but not the budget like Showtime was, from what I understand. And that's what Tim Bradley is talking about right now. But people, when they hear that type of information, they think it's a shot at Al Heyman or PBC. But the proof is in the pudding, because you clearly see that. You seen how the Tank and Roach presser, that was off. You got something obviously got to be different. They're not putting out shows as consistently as they was once upon a time with Showtime. It's just simple, right? Just it's just figuring some shit out. That's what it looks like. Still figuring some things
they
out.
need money coming in, and their guy Canelo left.
And that brings money. This shit
they
brings
wanted
money.
Canelo to do this fight.
Bring a lot of money. So
and now Tank is obligated to do this fight, man.
It's business, man.
Again,
so
to save PBC. I promise y'all, man. I'm telling you. Tank was already signed up to fight Roach rematch. He was already signed up. You could just tell, man. I can tell. Yesterday, listening to the press conference, I saw I don't know what it was. It was something with Jalen Love, and it's like a secret. I don't know what that is. It's a secret, though. I mean, I don't want to assume. Maybe I should assume. Look, this Jones ain't real. It's not real. It's not. But there's always a flip to something, right? And I think that's what Tank was alluding to. Hey, y'all, I know what it is. But, bruh, if anything changes, y'all know what time it is. I'm coming to see you.
That's what he was talking about.
Because Tank know.
Tank
know he too small to be in the ring with this man.
I got the Jalen Love response too. Jalen Love responding to him, threatening him and the team. I'm gonna play that after I'm done with Tim Joint. Then we're gonna get into Lamont Roach, and we're gonna wrap up with one last conversation, and we out. Dre, what it do, homie?
Man, Tank, no. He is. He way too small to be in the ring with this man. Doesn't mean that he can't win the fight. I'm just saying, man. Jake is a big strong dude. He's strong. He is. He got power. He do. Yeah, he got them big old power slaps. He do. Them joints hurt. And if you know anything about Tank's history, man, Tank's always talking about this guy too big, that guy, why, you know what I mean? He's always talking about I'm a small guy, I'm a small guy.
Good, homie.
So I think that little back and forth altercation might be something like, hey, I know what it is, but bruh, y'all go in there and y'all try to knock me out or something like that. Hey, I'm pulling the trigger. And I don't know. I just feel like I got that from him yesterday, man. I could be wrong, but this is an exhibition. Jake Paul is the softest human being on planet Earth, bro, for real. As y'all know, he's using the game and he's using the fighters. He's hiding behind the women, uplifting women's boxing. I know they happy and they making their money, and I'm happy for him too. But this is all a part of his plan, man. This dude is a lightweight genius. He is. He's a lightweight genius. And he's definitely extorting fighters. He is, for sure, for his own capital gains. Yeah, I'll put a little promotion together. I'll take care of the women. I'll pay them a whole lot of money. I'm show love here, show love here. I'm gonna change the game in this aspect. I'm gonna bring Netflix on and stuff like that. But
he did.
His return is much larger than what he's doing. It is. His return is crazy. He making major money. He gonna be probably one of the highest paid athletes this year. One of the highest paid, if not the highest paid athletes this year. It might be Canelo, but he might be a good second or third for sure. So, but you know, I feel like Tank, man, is put in this position to basically save and render PBC, man, for real. And I know, you know, he's saying, you know, I don't care about the fans, and you know, and that's true. That's true. That's true to heart, man. Like, there's a lot of truth to that, dude. Like, I don't care how y'all look at it, man. It is. You know, 1 minute we on the team, the next minute we off. For real. One loss. You know? Shit, the Chargers, if they lose, bro, people don't jump off the bandwagon. I know it's a completely different sport, but damn. MMA fighters, too. They lose. People don't jump off the bandwagon. I told y'all he ain't this. Nah, man. And he right. You know, to a degree, he is. But at the same time, the fans are the ones, hey, they supporting you. They got your back when you doing right. You know, so it's a double-edged sword, man. It sucks. You know, and I can see it both ways. I do. I see it both ways. You know, and you never want to tell the fans that, man, because it's a slap in their face. You never want to say that. You know, not out publicly. And he did. So I know a lot of Tank fans are hurt right now, you know, by his words. And, you know, Tank has always been open about, you know, typically saying that, like, hey, man, I'm trying to get this bread. You know, I'm trying to get this bread. And that's that. But I'll go even a little deeper, right, in my thoughts and the way I think. So you remember Errol Spence? Remember there was a guy named Terence Crawford, you know, chasing him down.
And that's really what it boiled down to. Shout out to Ann McQueen, the professor. That's a fact, because either you going to do the finessing or you going to get finessed. And it's a fine line, man. And it's just tough. You're not going to be perfect in a sport that's not perfect. Ain't shit perfect about boxing. They going to do shit that leave you scratching your head, that you don't agree with, that you don't necessarily like. All that shit. Boxing will frustrate you sometimes with some of the stuff they do, but it's just the sport, man. It's tough, but it's the sport.
Terence Crawford want that big fish. You know, he want that big fish. He's like, let me have it. I love fishing. Yeah. Give me that big fish. And Spence
give me that big fish.
Didn't listen to Heyman. He was like, man, don't do that. Don't do that, man. Hey, you want to remain a top dog here in our stable? Bro, don't do that. And Spence, being a man that he is, and having pride in himself and in believing in himself, he did it. He did it. And you saw what happened, right? It's the same thing right here, man. And Al probably told Gervonta Davis, man, you don't need that guy, Shakur Stevenson, man. You don't need that guy. Hey, look, I told Spence he didn't need Crawford. Now, you disobey me.
Don't say it again. He just... they about to call you a coon for that. Say it again, Tim.
He did it. He did it. And you saw what happened, right? It's the same thing right here, man. And Al probably told Gervonta Davis, man, you don't need that guy, Shakur Stevenson, man. You don't need that guy. Hey, look, I told Spence he didn't need Crawford. Now,
his fans say the same thing. They say he don't need him. He don't need to fight, but then they tell me he want to fight at the same time. I can't stand those people, bro. Y'all some weird people. Just like I said, probably is being told you don't need them guys because he's been able to be successful, make his money without them. End the story. Nobody's career revolves around one guy. Nobody career makes or break. You know, no one person makes or breaks somebody's career. You know what I mean? You can add value to it, but at the end of the day, these guys have all found a way to be super successful without getting in the ring with each other thus far. They've all made millions and shit like that without having to fight each other. So don't tell me that it's far-fetched to believe that your advisor would tell you you don't need a guy, because that's how he sounds too when he talk. Man, these dudes ain't, you know what I mean, on my level. Hell no. Chavello, they just more people lying on Bud about failing the drug test. You know what I'm saying? He'll lose against Shakur Just. It's a definite chance. Just do it. Tell you it's a chance. It's a really good chance he could lose to Shakur, and it's a really good chance Shakur could lose to him. So when you consider that, and if you got a guy that sounded like he planning his exit strategy, your advice is not going to be to get in there with a guy that is essentially locked in and in the best space that he's been in quite some time. So just don't make good sense business-wise. You would be influenced or encouraged or advised to get the money. But that would be him doing his job. They think Al Heyman's job is to put the fighters in there with the most dangerous guy they could fight. Fine, that's what they think. You got people that really think that. PGH Big Dog was good with it, homie. So it is what it is, man. It's all about business and making money.
You disobeyed me. You saw what happened. You saw what happened with Spence. Now you disobey me. Now I'm not saying he's gonna knock out.
See?
I'm saying he's gonna knock out.
Let me play it again, bro. Let me play it again. Y'all gonna say he don't know. It's crazy, right?
Believing himself.
People will say Tim Bradley don't know nothing, but they expect you to listen to their point of view. And this is a guy that's been inside the game of the boxing, the Hall of Famer. Then they'll question him being a Hall of Fame. It's wild. Boxing is strange, bro. Strange. He would know more than we would, though. He would.
He did it. He did it. And you saw what happened.
Why you here? Why you here? Why be here? Why be here? Just don't. This might not be the channel for you, fam.
Right.
Tap in somewhere else.
It's the same thing right here, man.
It's my channel.
And Al probably told Gervonta Davis, man, you don't need that guy, Shakur Stevenson, man. You don't need that guy. Hey, look, I told Spence he didn't need Crawford. Now, you disobey me. You saw what happened. You saw what happened with Spence. Now, you disobey me. Now, I'm not saying he's going to knock out. I'm not saying he's going to knock out. Shakur going to knock out Tank. But Shakur can beat him. And Al, PBC know that. They know it. You know, so I think what Tank is doing, he's listening to what he's been told to him.
I gotta make it sure.
He listening. I don't think it's a thing of him being afraid, man. I don't. I don't think it's a guy being afraid, man.
Say it again, Tim, because say it again. What he's saying is more business related than anything. It's not about being scared and none of that. Just listen closely before you get emotional.
He's been told to him. He listening. I don't think it's a thing of him being afraid, man. I don't. I don't think it's a guy being afraid, man. You know, I hear a lot of people, you know, talking about the zestiness of Tank. And, you know, on another note, I hear him talking about the zestiness and, you know, I saw the little purse he had, and I saw the, you know, the little nail polish and stuff he had. You know what I'm saying? I see all of that. Oh yeah, but look. Dennis Rodman, one of the coldest brothers on the planet. Coldest.
Yeah, good point.
Crazy as all hell.
Good point.
Straight nut.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? He'll bang you and your girlfriend or your wife. Hey, I don't think Tank like that, but I'll tell you this. Hey, Dennis Rodman don't take no nothing from anybody.
Nah,
Tank the same way, man. Tank the same. He ain't taking nothing. You know, yeah. I mean, look, you know, well, basically what I'm trying to tell y'all is, I think Tank is he's a real one, dude. He is. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in Baltimore, man. If you know anything about Baltimore, man. And then growing up in that system, man, for real, you look, you gotta be hard. You gotta be able to protect yourself, man. And Tank has showed us, man, over the years that, you know, he know what he's capable of doing.
Yep.
You know, as far as this dumbass exhibition goes, I mean, it's 12-ounce gloves, man, and this is why I say Jake is soft, bro. Jake, it's crazy because Jake got the size advantage, and he's talking about the size. Well, he has more skill and all this stuff. You know, no duh. But you want to use 12-ounce gloves, bro? Come on, man. Come on. I fought at 147 in Vegas, man, and you know, usually they want to put them damn 14-ounce gloves on you, or 10-ounce gloves, excuse me. 10-ounce gloves on you, because anything over 147 pounds, they got to wear 10 ounces. But shit, I'm fighting Manny Pacquiao, Marquez. I'm fighting all these killers. And we saying, hey, we wearing them 8 ounces. Because that's what we about. We men. 8-ounce gloves. That's what we wear. That's what champions, that's what they wear. They wear 8-ounce gloves. Man, but 12 ounces, bro, soft, bro. Soft. Damn soft. Man, this dude is so fake, man. Jake Paul is so fake. You know, his whole facade, everything about him is fake, bro. You know, with people with money, they can hide behind their money, man. They can manipulate things when they have money, especially large money like Jake.
For boxing, though, because
he
got the money.
They can fabricate things. Yeah. Yeah. So like all the people that's saying, you know, fights are set up and all that stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a damn highly possibility. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. You know, that damn Cesar Chavez fight, you know, I have mixed feelings about that. Could be set up, could not. Cesar Chavez just sucks. Junior, he just sucks. He just trash. So, you know, anybody, my grandma can get in there and whoop his ass. You know. But yeah, Jake just again, he's manipulating the system. You know, he has fans. You know, all these other fans out there that, you know, that believe in him and listens to him.
That's the thing that make me mad. People be like, "Oh, like dude, a minute ago, why are you covering fake fights? Man, shut your ass up. Shut up. Cover anything, bro. It's an exhibition. It's part of boxing. It's not like I'm selling it like, yeah, this is gonna be the fight of the century, and this is gonna be I know what it is. It's entertainment, and that's what I'm gonna allow it to do for me. Entertainment. I'm not about to cry over some free entertainment, bro. Knowing we got Gary Antoine Russell.
Again, he fabricates everything that he's got.
Love her fights.
You know, he lies.
And her walkouts,
you know, all these lies. He ain't about nothing because if he was about something, he'll fight a real fighter.
Get what I'm saying?
The only real fighter that he had really faced, you know, and he didn't pick up a guy off the couch was Tommy Fury, and Tommy Fury beat him. That's the only real fighter.
Shout out to George.
And he lost.
Card is real.
And ever since then, he's been fighting. Oh, I picked this guy and this guy from Montana, and just these, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Jake, you soft, bro. For real, you soft. I don't care. I don't care how much money you got, dog. For real, you can have all the money in the world, but it ain't gonna save you for a real ass whooping by a real fighter. It's not gonna save you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because when we get in the ring, bro, all them contracts and shit like that, bro. No. Oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, man. Nope. Going against all of that. Yeah, we going to you fight a real fighter, bro. They gonna go against all of that. They gonna knock your behind out, bro. Because look, I see your weaknesses, bro. You trash. All your weaknesses, bro. You bring your hands back low every time you throw a punch or a combination. You bring your hands back low, bro. That's easy taking, bro. Easy work for anybody with a real IQ. Straight trash. Yeah, you don't like that pressure. Oh, we know you don't like that pressure. Oh, yeah. And you don't even for damn sure don't like them body shots. And we know you come on with that looping right hand, that wild-ass whoop right hand. That ain't going to land on a real fighter. Bro, for real. Man, you don't belong in the ring with Tank Davis, bro. You ain't earned that right. I don't care what you've done for women's boxing or this or that. I don't care about none of that, bro. You ain't earned that. But hey, you getting in there. Congratulations. You getting money. But to be accepted, you ain't gonna never be accepted, bro. Not by me. Hell no, until you fight a real fighter. Yeah. Right. Talking all this smack, talking about you this and you that, and you wearing 12-ounce gloves against a 130-pounder, homie. Man. 130-pounder, bro. Your actions, bro, don't it's not keeping up with your words, Jake. It's not keeping up with your words. Yeah. And bro, I don't want to fight you. You don't deserve to be in the ring with me, dog. I'm a Hall of Famer. I don't want to fight you. Hell no. Get in there with a real top 10 fighter, bro. Yeah, and beat a real top 10 fighter, bro. Yeah, just don't make it about money, man. Yeah, anytime you step in the ring, yeah, it can be about money. It can be about money, but make sure that fighter is real. Yeah. Make sure he's your size too, bud. Yeah, make sure he's your size. Anyways, man, look, that's my time. That's what I think about this whole situation, man. You know, I know it's a long-ass video, but these are my thoughts that pop into my head, man, on a regular basis, man. So I'm just sharing with y'all, dog. Anyways, man, hey, thank all the new subscribers out there for sure, man. Like, share this video, man. For real. Get them views up. That's what's important. Get them views up. For real.
Talk to them, Tim.
Y'all know y'all coming here for the real, man. For real. Anyways, that's my time, and I'm out.
Shout out to the Hall of Famer, Timothy Desert Storm Bradley. Like I said, man, I just appreciate different insight, different takes. He's somebody that's experienced around the sport of boxing. He would know a thing or two about a thing or two, right? But he just gave his opinion on things. Like I said, I just don't believe in tripping out, man. It's just a little exhibition with some entertainment. And they got a couple of real fights on there that you could enjoy if you just sit back and allow yourself to enjoy boxing, right? People just want to have such a negative outlook on things. Yeah, the content creator, Tim, is a beast. People just want to have such a negative outlook on
boxing.
Going on, man? Love, talk to me, man.
They not used to hearing that, and they tend to think that you like riding somebody. That's weird. Like I question how old you are when you talk like that. You could really just be speaking facts, all facts about what's going on. They'd be like, yeah, you're D-Rod. Nah, you a hoe. And you want me to sit up here and talk crazy about a stranger. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Beat pissing down your leg. You get me? So it's crazy, man. Mr. Stretch, Tyson made $20 million. Yeah, they said so. Urban Mac, my dog. I'm gonna play this short clip from J. Leon Love, and we're gonna get into that Danza project in a second. Shout out to my homie.
I'm chilling, bro. Tank had some spicy words for you. What was that about?
Honestly, I don't know, man. Me and Gervonta has never had a bad day in the gym or outside of the gym, and I support him. I don't know, man.
He said, you know what I'm talking about.
And I'm really like, what? I'm really like, wait, help me out, because maybe you speaking a language that I'm not understanding. Yeah, I'm really caught off guard. I don't live that way. I'm 37 years old. I'm a family man. Yeah. I'm not a street guy. I'm not none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to get a grasp on your words. What are you saying? You know what I mean? But honestly, bro, I think that Gervonta is mentally got some things he need to figure out. You know what I mean? Because this beef ain't with me. At the end of the day, we're doing business. And it makes you a bunch of money and it makes us a bunch of money. So at the end of the day, man, it ain't nothing but love from over here. I don't know.
He talking about that time you popped for the PED shit, and he already said it. Remember, it was something, if he catch anything in his blood or something, it was like a code he made. I guess that was him doubling down on that. So that's what I think he was meaning. Like, he gonna F the both of them up.
No information. I'm not a spy. I don't. You know what I mean? I don't work for
with Jake Paul.
Mossad. I don't work. You know what I mean? I don't have no fucking clue of what he's talking about. I mean, any information that I know, I think the whole world knows. But other than that, man, again, I don't go that far. I just leave everything in God's hands, man. And good luck to both fighters in their prep ready.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe you have a conversation, behind the scenes,
fight,
right?
Yeah, I'm sure after the fight we'll wrap. And you know what I'm saying? Again, man, I ain't got nothing but love for the kid. I've been knowing him for mad years, man. And so whatever it is, I guess in time we'll figure it out.
And what's the reaction to the size difference? I mean, Jake is almost a heavyweight, a cruiserweight, and then Tank is a lightweight. What do you think about that?
I mean, when it comes to fighting, that shit really don't mean much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
saw that with Crawford moving up to Canelo.
Yeah, but not only that, in the gym, if you've been in, all the fighters out there that's going to watch this video, they can say, oh, no, we know what he's talking about, because you see smaller guys put bigger guys down a lot.
Exactly.
It's all about how you do it, setting up, trick, you know what I mean? Running them into a wall, run them into a punch, you know what I mean? So it could go either way. It's a good one.
But how do you anticipate? I mean, obviously you're with Jake, but I mean, how do you anticipate the fight going? You think it's a decision, a knockout? Or?
I think somebody's gonna get caught. You know what I mean? I think so. I don't think it's gonna be our guy.
Because they don't like each other.
Yeah. I think they're gonna go out, but it's gonna be the smart man. Gervonta is obviously fucking smart. He has one of the lowest punch outputs, but still has one of the highest knockout ratios. That says a lot. It's just IQ. It's gonna be a lot of IQ floating around that ring, and whoever has the better one will come out victorious.
Absolutely. Tank has that timing. He'll give up a few rounds, but he's trying to figure you out, and then he lands that dynamite shot and you're out of there. So that's what Jake will probably be trying to avoid.
I don't think it'll be as easy. You know what I mean? But, I mean, he's going to shoot for whatever he's shooting for, and we'll be ready. He has a great camp with some really good IQ. Obviously, we got a great camp with IQ, great IQ. So, yeah, bro, we up for the challenge. Let's rock out.
That's it, man. We look forward to see you that night, all right?
Always.
That's it. God bless.
Shout out to J. Leon Love. Look, he only doing his job. Tank, just when it's wartime, he don't like nobody. That's all. It ain't really much to overthink about. Like I said, he had that test once upon a time that ain't came back right. So that's all. You know what I mean? And Tank be feeling the way he be feeling about people and shit that they into. And real quick, I just wanted to highlight this, man. I had seen this, man. He has not applied for a WBA exemption for his bout with Jake Paul. So, ain't really, I don't even think he cared too much about nothing but besides what he doing, the move that he making right now. Look like that's what he invested in, obviously, and that's going to be the next move. So we're here to see it, man. J. Leon Love, shit is wartime, so you're going to catch some strays at the end of the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
They paying good over that MVP. My man talk about it's gonna be a whole lot of IQ in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I
There's
said,
gonna
damn,
be a whole lot of money being paid. Uh-huh.
you
My
speaking real
IQ.
highly of Mr. Paul.
Didn't he? He sold the hell out of that shit, didn't he? You know, of course, Tank. He said the smart guy is gonna win. I mean, you know, of course, Tank is, smart as
Jake is the smart guy in there now. All of a sudden, Jake is a boxing savant, man. That MVP money must be good.
This is the thing, right? Because we
I
all
ain't mad
know.
at him.
Yeah, we all know it's an exhibition, right? But I'm not tripping on that because the weight that he gonna have to gain and how he gonna be heavy, that's gonna be real. The possibility of getting caught by a much bigger guy is real. The possibility of him catching him is real. Whether or not it goes on the record, I'm really not tripping about that because I know what it is, but it still could be bad. It's not something that you want to lose if you Tank. Think about it. You want that fight to look a certain way no matter what it is. Exhibition, professional bout, but I don't think they can sanction bouts professional, you know what I mean, with that kind of weight disparity. But that's why they said something about a catch weight of or weight 195 contractual weight or something like that. And I'm like, Tank Davis at 200 is ridiculous. So this is why I want to say, I ain't gonna lie, I got some intrigue to it. On top of that is there's people that's on the card that we support too. So I'm just not tripping. I'm just trying to get people to understand you don't want to see it. It's real boxing to come on before. So, and Jake Paul could get caught. Tank could get caught. Something you just never seen. You just never know. Never know. Jail changed many of folk. Yeah, I'm telling you, some of the better, some of the worst. Shout out to Cal. It's truth. Truth, man.
I'm more concerned with the undercard myself, man. We've been talking about Andy Hiroka versus Gary Antoine for a little minute now. Finally coming to fruition. So I'm excited to see how that plays out.
Shout out to Philippines. He said, just appreciate that, homie. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you're new, make sure you sub to the channel. Hit that like button. Support the build. We're going to keep getting to this, man. Legacy says, salute. What's good with it, homie? But yeah, man, this is what it is, man. We seen some crazy stuff in boxing. We're gonna keep seeing crazy stuff, man, because if it make money, then it got a real possibility of flying or going in boxing. And that's something that people gotta continue to understand and realize, bro. These people, they sharks, they about their money. They want to make that, they want to be, you know what I mean? They gonna milk the game. It's either because you either gonna get milked or do the milking. It's really that simple. Then, bro, I think you said that. You finesse or you gonna get finesse, right? So, I mean, I think you just gotta choose what side of the coin you choose to be on. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it is what it is. I was wondering, maybe recorded a real fight. Yeah, this one ain't gonna be though because of the weight disparity. You know what I'm saying? And it's in Miami. Jake took his talents to Miami. And it is what it is. Lamont Roach said every time he gotta explain my fight Jake, he said this is Tank. No, he got have some words because he did his he did this Danza interview, man. I want to get into some of this too before we get up out of here, man, because this was it's a good listen, man. And people, the reason why I wanted to play some of it because people kept saying, Roach, somebody had inbox me, DM me, like, responding to the story. He just need to get over it and fight like Amy or this or that. And I'm just like, bro, I understand that completely. But listening to what he explained on the Danza project, it's hard to ignore what he's saying, like, as it's something that makes sense. That shit made clear sense why he's moving the way he's moving. And the fact that people are treating it like he's doing something wrong, as opposed to like not, you get what I'm saying, not getting what he felt like was contractually obligated to him, and which was another fight. That's the part that's confusing me. The whole, you just need to move on. Now, if it was you and it was about money in the contract, you wouldn't just be moving on because that's the only way that you can handle business. You can't handle business no other way. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, But I'm gonna let him play it and explain it better. Roach, you didn't win. Tank win. Roach didn't win. I mean, shit, we all know that, right? But Roach didn't take
lose either.
Yeah, he ain't lose either. Roach didn't take a knee. Roach didn't go to his corner, get his eye wiped and all that shit neither. He didn't turn his back to the action. See how it is when you tell the whole story? It ain't so funny when you tell the whole story because I'm only speaking on what actually happened. And the fact that people act like he don't even have remotely a case for him winning the fight or, you know what I'm saying? That shit is mind-blowing. That's fanned out stuff right there. Nah, because if the shoe was on the other foot, you would have definitely thought Tank would have got a draw. After Lamont took a knee, ran to the corner, you'd have been like, they cheated him. And everybody would be crying foul, robbery, they cheated him and some more shit. But it happened to Tank. It's like, nah, Roach. It's like, nah, you just got to move on. Just got to move on and just get over it and just go fight somebody else and just go do this or just go do that. Nah, I can't say that sound on par, right? Like, people got to move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's not about making one guy right or wrong. I'll let the people decide that. I just report on both sides of it. So when Tank is saying that, initially he was thinking about doing a rematch, right? He might have changed his mind because that Jake Paul shit presented itself to him, right? And that's the opportunity that wasn't there. So he like, man, you know what I'm saying? It started to be like a damn no-brainer, bro. Like, what we doing? What you talking about? So not to get all into it again. I'm just not tripping as to why a person will go and get their money. I'm not lost in the sauce. You dig? I get it. Get that money, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's greed, though, because boxing is a greedy business. And if you don't get everything that your hard work, you know what I mean, got for you, then, like, what you doing? All right? Why even be in the mix, period? Like, if you're not going, like, get everything that your hard work has gotten you.
Judges say, yeah, but let's not give him that fight because maybe Greece or something. But they decided. They decide that one of the things we said is when you come out victorious, and that's how you worded it, it's life changing. Does that?
Yo, this is the problem. Yo, your name JR96. Is that 96 got anything to do when you probably was born? Like, I don't know what the be wrong with y'all kids. You just making my point. I'm not wrong. What the man? I be trying not to. You know what? Nah. I got it. We gonna keep it.
That affect you today?
I hit the like button, man. Support the grind. We gonna keep going. I'm ignoring all.
It affects me in certain aspects, like, and not a lot, but now, at first it did affect me mentally, for real, because like you said, and like I said, it would be life changing. Although, even after the result, it was life changing, literally like overnight. Still life changing. But imagine the W.
Yeah.
Imagine the W.
What was the initial feeling that you had when the cards were announced?
Shit, the initial feeling I had when the bell rung, I was like, we out of here. We out of here. We on top. But when the cards was, when I heard the 115, 113 his way, when they say, because normally they don't announce for someone unless it's a split decision or a draw. So when they said 115, 113 his way, I was like, oh shit, I won. And then as soon as they said 114, they didn't even have to say. Obviously, if it's 114, it's 114. I ain't get knocked down or nothing like that. So I was like, they did that to me. It hurt. Like, and you can see it in my face. I'm just like, damn, like they did that to me. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. But it's boxing, and I hate that. But I know that that's boxing.
Yeah. The scoring system bothers the hell out of me.
I'm gonna let him get to the gist of it. I'm gonna let him speak his piece, and he gonna explain everything that needed to be explained. And it's up to you to decide if you feel like what he's saying has any validity to it or not. I completely see it on both sides. I can see it. Yeah, man. I just had a controversial ending to a fight. Yeah, I'm going to rematch him. And this Jake Paul shit, remember he said it was on the table, then it was off, then it got back. Probably ironed out some numbers, and you was like, man, this shit make more sense right now for my pockets financially. And there you go. It's like it's not that
because
deep,
it's not just for me, right? Like they say, oh, you're casual, you don't get it, right? Everybody, as soon as a fight ends, the first narrative you see, all you got to do is go to X, and you'll say they better not cheat him. They better not cheat him. You can't all be writing the same shit. Mm-hmm. There can't be 100,000 tweets of people saying the same shit if the narrative isn't true. The judging system, in my opinion, is a bit flawed. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah. I mean, but it been like that. And it's sad, but it been like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, a lot of people aren't going to understand it, and shit. Sometimes I don't either. But I know, like, I've been in this game since yay high. So it's like, you know, the cookie crumble like that sometimes, and you can be on the beneficial half, or you could be on the unfortunate half. I just had to be on the unfortunate half that time.
So in actuality, if I'm not mistaken, you lose one in the amateurs, you lose another, but they over.
Nah, it's not sad, bro. They prize fighters. We want them to idolize. We want them to care about the opinion. Basically, that's what the problem is in boxing. Fans want the fighters to give a fuck about their opinion versus their financial situation. Says no fighter ever. The opinions of people that don't even put in no work with you and none of that, telling you how you should move your career, what fights to take, what promotional company to sign to, when you should retire after one fight, how your career, like, we think we could control every aspect. No, they gonna always chase the bag because they prize fighters. They all do it. Every fighter. I don't care what they trying to sell. Some people are just better at selling you the narrative, or I want to chase greatness shit. Yeah, that should be sounding good, but let them have an opportunity to make money and see what they do. Big B-Lo, what it do, homie? Yeah, let's keep going, man. Double
turn that. That's the one that you should have won. Because they
no. So the first one, all right, we fought in Baltimore. I thought I won, but you know what I'm saying? They took a point flaw, whatever the case may be. All right, whatever. He won. The tape got sent to USA Boxing. They was like, oh no, that's not right.
Right. Go to work because real quick. I'm gonna try not to stop it again. Behind the hands, bro, they make it seem like because they box, they supposed to idolize a resume or, you know, this imaginary legacy that don't fucking mean nothing when it's all said and done. Somebody cares about some strangers remembering them from 100 years ago. You get what I'm saying? It don't matter what it is, they're gonna talk back, they're gonna talk crazy about you. They're gonna talk about you, they're gonna talk. So I just don't think no fighters should spend their time moving based on what people talking about. Especially if that shit don't
both of us to the national championship. We fought in the regional championship.
So if the point isn't taken away, you win that?
I lost 3-2. I lost split decision 3-2. So
it would have been a draw.
Nah, maybe.
Okay.
So in amateurs, it's like however many judges have you winning. It's like, so 3 judges had him winning and 2 judges had me winning. So that's how it was. It was 3 judges to 2.
Okay.
So I don't know if that point would have, I mean, I think it would have. But,
yeah.
You know, if that point wasn't taken from me, then.
Yeah, maybe there's a different outcome.
Yeah, but.
So the next one he wins.
He wins. I just don't know how the he wins. I don't. I don't. First round, it was on the points. It was on a different scoring system, too. It was on computer scoring system. I think, like, every judge, like, or out of 5 judges, 3 judges have to click a button at the same time for you to score a point. So if you throw a shot and it lands and 3 judges say you landed, that's a point for you on the point system. After the first round, the score was...
I think most fighters value money over pride or legacy, because I don't think... It's just annoying, bro. At the end of the day, fans think their opinions matter more than somebody's checks that's clearing. And as long as that's not the case, they're going to always continue to do what their finances tell them they should be doing. Like, some fighters are very good at dressing up them chasing the bag as legacy moves as well, but they all do it. They're prize fighters. Y'all really think they supposed to care about the opinions of random people more than their money?
Think about it. And at the end of the day, no matter what, people been complaining about Tank when he was under Floyd, since leaving Floyd. They complain about the fights. Somebody said earlier he only gave me one fight. I won it, right? But that's the thing. They're not fighting just to satisfy you. Think about how many people watch his fights. So his fights continue to do great numbers. He break his own gate numbers. And then people on YouTube are still talking about how he's not giving us the fights. But the numbers say otherwise. They're obviously interested because they're showing up. He breaking his own records at the gates, selling out the venues. You get what I'm saying? But the people think on YouTube that their voice is louder than the result. That's the problem. Tank's result is louder than y'all voices. His financial result after he fights is louder than the voices on YouTube, X, Twitter X, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, Facebook, any other social media you got. You get me? His checks clearing matter more than your opinion, and it should. That's like when you go to work, you think somebody's opinion matter more than you getting paid? It's not ever going to matter. It's not. And that's the thing, bro. I know you got to know where you at, Big B-Lo. Come on now. You over here. Where did you hear me say that? I can say it if that's what I'm saying. No, it's you don't put the opinions of strangers before your finances. Y'all think what you feel about a fighter personally matters more than what he should do financially. It doesn't. That's crazy. Just because they athletes, they should value what we think more than what they. You get what I'm saying? Why? He just the man had a draw. Look how they shitted on him. Earl Spence lost a fight, giving us the biggest fight, the most dangerous fight he could have made. Look how they shitted on him. Threw him away. Keith Thurman lost one fight. Threw him away. He got injuries. Threw him away.
Yeah, you right about Keith, man. The way we be talking about Keith, you were the smartest man. You were the smartest man was on a crazy
you're
losing
not
streak.
getting it. The principle is the same, bro. The principle is the same. A job is a job. You working, right? You working. That's what y'all act like they're not doing. They're still, their job is to make the most money for their job. Ain't that what you work for? You looking at it wrong. The principles are the same. You go to work to get paid. Their job just so happens to be boxing. They go to work to get paid, not to value the opinions of strangers, bro. Newsflash, sorry, they don't care. So that's not, it's not crazy work. It's crazy work if you're not listening to what's being said. The principle is the same. Do you or do you not wake up every day to go to work and get paid? You're not sitting here talking about, yeah, well, what about legacy? What about you don't never, nothing you do at work, you don't take into the account of some random ass stranger. It's no different. Why? Because they box. Come on, man. Most of the people, it's not the world, the boxing world that's complaining about Tank. Because if that was the case, he wouldn't be one of the biggest ticket sellers. So again, tell me how he should move according to what people at home saying he should move versus what the results are. The results say otherwise. They saying, yeah, fight Shakur, fight this one. And I'm with all of that. I'm with it too. But then in reality, the Jake Paul fight says, look how much money it makes. So again, y'all opinions versus the check that's going to clear. The shit ain't the same, man. He going to go with the money, just like the rest of these fighters would. That's all. It's simple. You're not saying, oh, well, what you do at a 9-to-5 job is the same at boxing, but the principle is the fucking same. You go to work to get paid the most money possible. You want to get the most money possible for whatever job you do professionally. Doesn't matter if they boxing. Y'all think the rules apply differently because they box. Then now your opinion should factor in the way they fucking move. Listen to yourself. Your opinion don't matter, bro. You don't put no work in. You don't run no miles. Dude's not even buying tickets, man. I'm getting hit up by people asking me what's a streaming site. So I know everybody not buying fights, but y'all complaining. Hell no, bro. No. I will never say F the fans. I'm very articulate.
I'll say it. Fuck them fans, man.
Right.
Because
I never said that. I say exactly what I've been saying. Fans' opinions do not matter or factor in more than the check that's being cleared at the end of the day. And that's what people need to realize. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to keep going because I got to stop being distracted with sidebar shit.
1-0 for him.
Stop trying to force me to be something that or say something that I ain't saying. If I want to say F the fans, then I would say that directly. That's ignorant to say. But You should not let the small. Let me say this again, and we're gonna play this. Y'all opinion for the ones that's on about Tank Davis and what he should do, it don't matter. I'm here to tell you that your pay-per-view money, if you ever probably most of y'all probably never even been to his fights. Like I said, you check dude's history, you probably won't see no pay-per-view history for no Tank Davis fight, period, nowhere, right? But they'll complain about everything he do, and when you don't have to watch, that's what I'm telling you. So in reality, your voice on YouTube is not as loud as the voice that's in the arenas, because he wouldn't be selling out. So if the whole world felt like he only gave them one fight they wanted to see, then they would stop watching. Simple and plain, bro. Y'all be acting like y'all don't understand what a person is saying when you know exactly what you're saying, because you know where you at. You know where you at. You know I ain't saying something as ignorant as Epsom fans. Come on, man. Gotta smarten up, bro. But I am gonna say y'all fans think your fucking opinion matter more than somebody check clear. It don't. It don't. Why? Because it's boxing. Because you think your opinion matters. You can't do 99% of the boxing fans probably can't even box. 90-something% can't box. Why should I care that much about what you're saying about what I'm doing with my career? Like your one ticket or your one purchase, pay-per-view purchase, is gonna be the reason that I'm breaking these gate numbers. Y'all gotta be realistic, bro. Y'all can't control what the moves these guys make because you feel like you'll pay for them. Nah, you gotta do what the fans. No, you don't. Newsflash. Boxing is you're not like someone don't put a gun in your head and say, hey man, well, boxing, come on, you gotta watch it. It's a choice. Just like the fighters have a choice who they want to fight. They don't have to do what no fucking fan that can't fight, out of shape, can't run a mile is telling them they need to do. It don't work like that. Only in this sport that we think we can tell people everything about their careers, where to go, who to sign, like I said, who to fight, when to retire. You give them when you done, when you injured. We question only boxing. This is the only sport. This is the only sport, yo, by far, bro. Shit is strange to me. Y'all think your fucking opinions at home matter more than them cashing their checks, bro. Clean their checks clean. All right, y'all gonna be lost, man. Keep paying attention, man. I'm gonna play a little bit of this. What's good, Tia?
Hey, shout out to you while you was cooking, bro. I just wanted to come up with just a different perspective on it. I think he was more so saying it as a what'd you call that? Rhetorical. It was like a question saying, like, yo, from his perspective, this is what he's doing. So should it be about like after? I don't think he was saying you were saying that. He was just saying like, yo, so.
Yeah, but that's kind of rhetorical questions is kind of silly. Like, and you know exactly what I'm saying. Fans, you mean the same fans that say he a 30-year-old prospect? You mean the same fans that saying he a failure? You mean the same fans that saying he only gave him one fight? Them same fans, like. But I'm trying to get people to understand something. Y'all voices are not as loud as the actual success that he's having. Those people not complaining about that type. They like, oh, Tank fight, I'm there. That's what I'm telling you. You get what I'm saying? I would never. But at the irrational fans, the ones that think you can dictate where these guys go, we complain about everything. You don't get to complain about. To me, you shouldn't complain about Jake Paul if you was mad that he was about to fight Loma. You got to shut up. To me, you got to shut up because I thought it was about unifications and fighting the best. Loma, before he retired and his back sent them packing, was he still one of the best? See what I'm saying? And he was a fucking world champion on top of that. But he goes to fight.
He won't Cambosos his ass.
You get me? You waited.
But even with that fight, man,
like,
when there were talks and negotiations, he was getting criticized for that. Like, why didn't he fight him earlier? He waited until he got old. But then just a few months prior, we were saying that it was the Matrix Reloaded. So you ain't going to be able to win either way. And this is why I asked the question about these fans and why I'm very adamant about saying fuck the fans, myself included. Because we don't be knowing what the hell we want. Because the truth be told, we not even fans nowadays. We're more like experts, content creators who are looking to have our bias confirmed in either direction. Whether you don't like the man and you feel like he ain't shit, you waiting for an instance to say, well, look, I told you he wasn't shit. I told you he was pussy as hell. I told you he was ducking this one and that one. Then if he were to take the fight and win, then you would diminish that shit anyway. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I love Shakur. I love Tank. I don't even want to see the fight. And not because I don't want to see how it plays out, I'm thinking about everything that would happen afterwards.
Fans,
Because
right.
let's say if he were to beat Shakur Stevenson, then you say, oh well, his hands was brittle, his hands ain't hold up, he ain't have no power. All he beat was Williams. And shit, we were hearing people saying before there's a pay to fight. How is Shakur gonna deal with this dude? He got the highest output in boxing. He about to get walked down and beat up, and so on and so forth. Then he stand in the pocket with him, and then the only complaint is, well, at least Tevin Farmer dropped him. He ain't even drop him. He ain't even do this. He ain't even do that. Shakur Stevenson ran from this guy, ran from that guy, and he stops a guy in this. Well, that guy was an electrician. Well, that wasn't a real stoppage. He should have stopped him earlier. We don't be knowing what the fuck we want.
Yeah,
So,
that's why
fuck
I
the
say,
fans and cater to the people who you're talking about, the supporters, the
Mm-hmm.
people who are gonna buy tickets, the people who are gonna buy merchandise and all that other stuff. Because all the rest of us,
check
we
it out.
just want to complain.
Yeah, Big B-Lo. You ain't listen to what he said, and that be the problem, my guy. Especially with me. You know, we over here, we like to build, bro. It's always a build. You didn't hear what he said. It's not that he don't want to see the fight. He's saying the fallout from if the fight happens. We're not going to see that fight, and everybody going to be like, yo, we just seen two of the coldest get in the ring.
Hell no.
Somebody is going to be a loser. Some winner.
Somebody going to be a hype job.
Right, hype job. He wasn't really that good. This wasn't that. Yep. And so it's not. I don't know what you say. I can't read every single comment you type, bro. As a lot of people typing, bro. I'm just telling you, not listening to what he said. You saying he don't want to see Shakur. He explained why not. It's the fallout. Look at Earl Spence and Crawford. Perfect.
We can talk about this shit all week. Me and you and Behind the Hands about the shit like motherfuckers talk about he's on
just said that, but you didn't listen to what he said. Yeah, all right,
he's
bro.
cheated. He got loaded gloves.
Yeah.
Then you even have fans saying Canelo never won a big fight in his life, and he's always been trash. And every time we were just talking about this shit this morning. So it's like, yo, sometimes we don't even deserve to get some of these fights if I'm keeping it a stack.
Furious Styles. I gotta run a clip for Furious Styles. Shout out to Big Dre real quick, man. Big Dre say, I gotta hear it, man. My homie.
What? This not funny. How am I supposed to get home? Hold on. Hold on. Here. $2. Take the train.
Shout out to Big Dre, man, supporting, man.
Big B-Lo.
Gotta play the clip.
Big B-Lo. A couple of minutes ago, you said something about the fighters fighting the elites, right? Errol Spence Jr. was unified, got all three of those straps the Thanos way, collecting them bitches like Infinity Stones. Then all of a sudden, when he loses, now he was just a hype job. He was never good. He was never this. And then on conversely, Terence Crawford had loaded gloves, despite the fact that Derek James checked this man's gloves in the ring before they left the ring. I'm pretty sure if there was some funny business going on, that would have been addressed at the press conference or in the post-fight interview, but it wasn't because everything was on the up and up. The better man just happened to win. So it's like, we're going to criticize shit anyway. This is what I'm saying to you. So it's like, who really is the elite? We don't know.
Right.
So I said, from a stylistic standpoint, I would love to see the fight. And Just did a fabulous job of summarizing what I'm saying. It's the fallout that makes me not want to see it. Not the fighters, not these guys, quote unquote, challenging themselves or pushing themselves. Because who the hell knows what their biggest challenges are going to be? We don't know. We really don't know. It could be a guy that we didn't expect to be like, man, that was the hardest fight that I've had. To use Canelo as an example, they were asking him, who's the hardest you ever been hit by? James Kirkland. People in the comment section are saying, oh, no, he's lying. He fought Triple G, this one, that one, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, it's in the Big B-Lo. You know where the community post at. Just click my community post. The link right in there. It's pinned in there. I always post it in the joint when we go live like this. So I'm gonna take this down for a second. But look, we ain't gotta play it word for word. Lamont Roach basically explained what it was. He explained his position. He said he activated his rematch clause 2 weeks after the fight. And then basically they both had signed contracts, and he just pulled out. He went ghost on them and went and fought Jake Paul, went and announced another fight. He's saying now he's saying the next order of business is arbitration. That's how it go. Basically, like this is about money, and he was in training camp. Like he explained it well. Like I'm trying, because we getting late into the stream. I'm gonna try not to play it. I'm just trying to summarize what he said. He said a lot of good stuff in there. And again, with me, y'all, it's not a right or wrong kind of conversation. It's just trying to understand if what he's saying makes sense from his point of view. If you put yourself in his shoes, absolutely. If you put yourself in Tank Davis' shoes, hey man, I'm the A side. I ain't gotta fight him. Look, he ain't win. You get what I'm saying? So, and then you got this money looming over you, like you done had a little jail situation where you get locked up. You had legal situations. You talked about wanting money. You get what I'm saying? You want that generational type wealth. This could move you a few steps in that direction. You get what I'm trying to say? And then when you see how the fans did you, for whether it was right, wrong, good, bad, or different, I don't know. But look how they wrote you off after the close fight. Look how they did you after the Pitbull fight. People were saying you were scared of a guy that you just showed everybody you outboxed. You get what I'm saying? Oh, he got beat by him. So, and I want to be clear, everybody that's still here, Just Do doesn't like come to the aid of the fighters just for criticism alone. It be slander. And it's so real when people don't hear slander coming out your mouth. They're like, he got to be D-Rod. Nah, bro, I'm just a grown-ass man that understand that boxing is just entertainment, bro. And I'm going to use it as that. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to tell you how I see it. I'm going to tell you what the facts are when I need to tell you what the facts are. And the fact of the matter is, all of these dudes do what's best for them in their careers. But every now and again, you'll have a move that directly lines up with what you want at home. And you, as a consumer, will feel like, yeah, he giving me what I want. She giving me what I want. That shit is more smoke and mirrors than you think. They're not thinking about you directly, like individually when they go to make these moves. Telling you, bro, it's about cash. You've seen it with, it was a different situation. Fundora. It was a back and forth. Who got in the ring with Fundora? Was it Errol Spence or Terence Crawford? You get what I'm saying? And what for? Why was they leaning or about to choose Errol Spence? To make money, man. Money. And guess what these fans that we supposed to take into account did to Sebastian Fundora? The Tower Inferno, the dude that don't duck nobody. He's been knocked out before. He's not scared of no smoke. We know this. We know he's not scared of no smoke. But when he chose Errol Spence and it was the bag, guess what they said? He ducking Terence Crawford. You can't make this shit up. So the fact of the matter is, yes, because Big B-Lo said it, you got to include the fans. Yeah, you always consider the fans, but you got to understand that you can't make them all happy, right? You can make the best move possible that would satisfy the majority, and you go with it. So if we going off of that, so Tank Davis ain't been considering the fans his whole career, because the numbers will say he has. The numbers back it up, right? The people supported, the sellouts, the gate numbers, all that shit, ticket sales, the arenas being sold out, right? The venues, should I say, those shit say that he's doing good business each and every time he get in the ring, right? That's what that's telling us. But a person at home will say, well, he ain't giving us what we want. But what is the masses saying? See what I'm saying? The masses are not the people on social media complaining all day. It's you gotta click man, it's a shame I do this a lot. I should know.
Go to his channel. Go to his channel, and then go to where it says posts, and then the link is right there.
Yeah, right there. You know where you be saying where it say live videos, home, all that stuff. You scroll over to the right, and you'll see posts. That first link is right there. You'll see a picture of Jake and Tank. I mean, y'all always welcome to click that link. It's always gonna be there when we doing vertical lives, just in case they want to come up. That's how my good brother Ann McQueen got here. But like I said, y'all, Lamont Roach was explaining his stance and his position and how, he felt like he was due a fight. He like, yo, that's arbitration next. This is business. Like, this about money. Like, they started a training camp and had to stop. Nobody's taking into account of anything. They just stuck on, oh, you didn't win. You didn't do enough to win. They're not listening to the fact that he said they both had signed contracts to fight again. And then he just ghosted them. Oh, and I guess that's good business, right? That's what he was saying. Yo, just do good business. I'm not mad that you going to fight the Jake, but just communicate. Talk to me. Holler at me. Say, yo, I got a bag over here. I'm going to get it. And then we going to do what we doing. He basically said I got left hanging. And all he did was fulfill his end of the bargain. As a matter of fact, you had him a 15-1 underdog, and he proved all y'all wrong. And you think he'll deserve another fight? He proved the fucking world wrong. And he'll deserve another fight? Just you saying that don't mean you don't like Tank. I think he deserves another fight because his performance warranted that. With the controversy, definitely. And on top of that, the fighter said he was giving us the fight. But just when Tank changed his mind, am I about to get up here and say how much of a fraud he is? Fuck no, because that ain't real. Nah, it's just, yo, people change their mind. So if he changes mind, it just is what it is. You got to deal with the feedback that comes from it. You get what I'm saying? What does the bottom line say? Is it profitable? Yep. That's all that matters. I'm telling you. Shout out to Big
A lot of people got paid, man. Yo, to your point that you made about starting the camp, I would implore any fan to check out that joint. It might still be on YouTube. Michael Hunter was breaking down camp expenses.
Yeah.
And now he paid over $100,000 just in fees. So imagine having to come out of pocket, paying tens and thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your own pocket.
His dad spoke on it. His dad was like, yo, we had to send
just get the rug pulled from underneath your feet.
Right? He had to send sparring partners home. But the problem with boxing, people feel like it got to be a right or a wrong, or you got to choose a side. No, man. Just listen to them as a man and hear what they're saying if it sounds reasonable. So you will understand their frustration, right? That don't mean that Tank owes him shit. He don't, right? Obviously he don't. But hearing Lamont Roach break that stuff down, you like, okay, I get it. He like, bro, I basically made peace with this and moved on. But he like, for y'all that keep saying it, like imagine being lined up to have another fight for a nice piece of change. You in camp, then you have to cancel camp, send people back home, pay people. Like that shit just cost you money. So all he was saying was, yo, just do the business right. Yeah, get your bag. I'm not tripping on that. But he like, yo, handle the business right. And that's all I'm saying. Like, that's all it is. It's like, dang, that you didn't expect that, but I'm still not about to get up here and talk crazy about Tank Davis. Y'all got me wrong. I'm just not, I don't have that type of energy for these dudes. Like, all right, you didn't do that. He don't care. When a guy's telling me he don't care about what you think and legacy, bro, when he do something like this, I'm not bugging because I've been listening to him, right? I've been hearing this dude for years talking about why he started boxing and shit like that. So, you know what I mean? I call flack in the streets telling folks Lamont was going to be a better fight. Yeah, I know they did. They did. Yeah, they be like, you got to choose a side. Like, nah, we just able to hear him out. We able to hear that Lamont Roach has a legit case. It's kind of like how Wilder had a case, right? When he with the Fury thing. But Big B-Lo, what's good with it? Talk to me, man.
Oh, nothing much, man. I just came up here to clear the air. Shit, I came in midstream, and when I asked, so kind of like with me, right? I feel like I'm one of the most unbiased people in sports, period, because I look at it as sports. I don't isolate it strictly to boxing. So that's why my perspective and different people's perspective, not saying one is right, one is wrong, might be different.
I'll rock with that. You in the right place. You know, I don't tell you're wrong for thinking different.
I just look. I'm gonna hear you out. The way I look at football, basketball is how I look at boxing. Like when I watch football, I want to see the end of the year, the Super Bowl champion. Like I want to see the best person in that sport. In basketball, I want to see the best and kind of not have to argue with everybody online, everybody get their opinion, their predictions of who would win and why they would win, and all the just unlimited hours of talking about who and why and this person to beat that person, and oh, he dressed better than him, oh, his hair, like that's cool, but I'm never gonna drown out the actual point of why we watching this shit, and it's the sports. So what Tank is doing as somebody that's been to Tank fights, somebody who then had several conversations, boy, you crazy. Tank, I think Tank knocked that boy out, blah, 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 blah. Just several, I don't pick sides. From every YouTube channel I've been on, everybody know I rock with Tank. I rock with Shakur. I rock with Devin. I rock with Frank Martin. Abdullah Mason, Keyshawn, like I rock with the fighters, you know what I'm saying? Because they are fighting in the sport that I love. So they are the gladiators that's of this era that's fighting in the sport. That don't mean I'm gonna agree with every move you make. Like that's just it's just don't go that far. You know, my fanhood don't stretch that far to where I just feel like I can't criticize what I see and what I deem as the truth. And if I've been saying something since 2019, 2018, and it's now 7 to 6 years later, 7 to 8 years later, actually coming up, like it's for me. I've been saying the same shit. It's going on a decade. I've been saying the same thing about Tank. I think I got more confidence in Tank than Tank got in himself in the ring. Like I don't think it's not too many people that can beat Tank, in my opinion. But I want to see it in the sport of boxing. That's all. That's all a brother like me asking for. So when I buy the shirt, when I buy the hat, when I come to the fight, when I engage, when I buy your pay-per-views, when I engage with you and consider myself a supporter of what you're doing, yeah, if I feel like, bro, like, God damn, bro, I wanted you to fight Prime Loma. For whatever reason, it ain't happened. You got the Tank supporters that don't give a damn, don't care what you talking about. He tried to fight Loma back in 2019.
Right.
You tripping. I don't care what you say. It don't matter. You're not gonna change their mind. You're not gonna change their mind. And then you got the people who say he ducked Loma 2019. When
And
Floyd
you know
tried
why
to
that's
make him,
false? Because it was no paper trail, no fight.
but you're not gonna change their mind. I'm just saying how you're not gonna change their mind. That's why I don't get caught up. I feel what y'all
But
saying.
you know what?
I don't get caught up trying to convince.
As much as I want them to consider something else besides their initial train of thought, right? It don't have to be one way, right? Yeah, we could say how it looked upon a time, but we got to be real to say what actually happened. Like if you really look at the situation in its entirety, it's one guy that walked away from a fight. The other guy never did, and that's the guy that's still boxing about to fight Jake, right? So it's like I just be wanting people, the record, to reflect that. Like, yeah, you could say maybe he could have asked for him, maybe they could have targeted him and made him a priority, and they didn't do it, but that wouldn't make him a duck, right? And even Loma saying no to a fight wouldn't make him a duck. People just don't understand boxing, bro. That man was saying after the Devin Haney fight that he probably wasn't going to fight again. He said one of the main reasons he took another fight because his dad was, basically influenced him and gassed him like, yo, you could do this one more time. Sounded like right there, he wasn't too excited about Cambosis, but I think they knew they could go out as a champion, and they took it, and I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? But they made it out to be a duck. That's what Tank Davis said. I feel him. I understand. I feel as though maybe his body breaking down. Tank leveled with the guy. He ain't say that dude ducking me. He don't want to fight because he know it's not that. Fans are ignorant. Telling you think Lomachenko was scared to fight somebody? That's crazy to me. The dude fought Gary Russell with 2 fights. What the hell? That speaks fucking volumes. I don't want to hear it. I knew for a fact Loma was about to get cooked by Gary. For even trying to fight with that little bit of fights. I'm like, Gary about to get, man. But that's, as fans, that's what we don't let track record speak for itself. We let our emotions speak for itself, right? Speak for what's going on. Nah, he showed you that very early he was with the shit, bro. He wasn't scared to fight. But I just don't think you take a fight like Tank. You got back issues and you 36 going on 37, bro. I don't think that's smart. So yeah, maybe he didn't want that melatonin nap. Good, bro.
Oh, he left, dog.
Yeah, shout out to Big B-Lo.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him, dog. He had said something and
back up. Did he? Did I see him?
I'm not sure. What's okay, cool, he back. Cool. Shout out to you, Big Billo. When I used the warehouse thing, I wasn't insinuating you worked at a warehouse. I was just insinuating that you go to your job Monday through Friday, not because for the love of the job, but you got to get your money, But what I was gonna say, I guess I'm addressing is what you just said. I watched the NFL and this and that, and bro, I respect that. But the ironic part, or should I say, just the opposite side of the coin, is that boxing just don't work like that. Boxing doesn't have unless we got some kind of Super 6 going on where they got to play it to the end. But boxing just don't work like that. You know, I know I even read you said, oh, you know, there's a lot of fights got made because the pressure of fans. Let fans believe that if they like to. The reason why it got made because it was beneficial and profitable, not because fans wanted to fight so bad. It's because the fighters entertained it and it was profitable. It's not necessarily because, oh man, they putting too much pressure on us. We're gonna have to make them fight. It just don't work like that. Maybe it feels that way from time to time. Like, man, we put a lot of pressure on him and he fought him. But at the end of the day, that's not what makes those fights happen. That has nothing to do with why fights happen. Nothing. I'm a part of fighter negotiations today. It's a fact. That has nothing to do with anything. I mean, fans could wear that jacket if they like and go, yeah, man, we pressured him and he definitely had to do it. I know you want to feel that way, but that's not why that fight happened, bro.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that's you taking it as like it had nothing to do with it.
Like when you said Ant didn't want to see Tank and Shakur.
You saying that's why for sure that's not why the fight solely happened. Like,
sure.
Yeah, I know that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's ABC 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
like,
it's not even half the reason.
It don't have to. That's what I'm saying. See, now it's like a little goalpost situation. We're trying to.
I'm not gonna move the goalpost. I'm not gonna move the goalpost. What I'm setting my end zone at is that fans don't make the fights. Period. Period. That's what my goalpost is. I ain't gonna move it either. They don't make fights. They have nothing to do with them fighting. Nothing. If you want to feel empowered, that's cool. I'm not gonna bust your bubble. Yeah, man, you the reason why Bud fought Arrow. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't why. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That's just fans wearing that for themselves.
Oh, okay. Well, when the fighter said out their own mouth, like I've been watching boxing since the 80s.
Bro, that's fine. Me too. Me too.
You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too. Me too.
I've been around a minute. I've seen
Me too.
fighters.
I haven't just been around though. I've been in the sport.
But I'm saying what comes out the fighter mouth though.
I don't care what comes out the fighter mouth. Half the time is bullshit.
Okay.
I'm just telling you the real.
Well, what would be the reason to say, yeah, like what would be the reason to say, yeah, my fans wanted it, so yeah.
Because
I mean,
plus continue to be a fan. You just said wait, hold on, Billo. It makes you feel good to be a fan. You just said yourself, man. I bought the tickets and the t-shirts, and that's why he said it.
It don't make me feel good to be a fan if you're not
bro. It got to make you feel. But Billo, much respect to you, bro. It got to make you feel some kind of way if you bought a t-shirt. It got to make you feel something.
The sport of boxing.
Okay, that's cool, but it don't matter what they saying to you, bro. Tank Davis told the media that Shakur Stevenson ain't done nothing in boxing. You believe that?
Of course not.
That's what I'm saying.
He said it. It came out of his mouth. It's the fighter.
So when you pick and choose what to believe,
I'm not picking nothing. I don't listen to fighters.
So nothing they say is real, 100%.
I'm not telling you that. I'm saying I don't listen to. Listen to
100% what they say.
No, that's
gonna go off. We're not gonna go off nothing they say.
That's your take. That's your take. You wouldn't have nothing to talk about. That's you. That's your limited ability. That's you. I don't need them to tell me shit.
Okay. I see.
This shit just ain't a meritocracy, bro. You know, we got this idealistic viewpoint that we want it to be this, that, and the third, but it's not. I've said,
and I know where you're coming from, Big B-Lo, just so you know. Like we definitely get what you're saying.
I definitely get where you're coming from, but I'm just giving them a harsh truth.
Yeah, fighters will make moves that directly kind of connect with the fans, and they'll sell that shit as, see, I did this for y'all. But in reality,
that's not true.
That's the shit that made the most sense to them, right? And yeah, maybe to a degree, a part of them wanted to satisfy the people that's asking for it. Because I believe
because every fighter's not made the most money.
I'll say this: I think Benavidez really said Morrell instead of the Jesse Hart that they had. I thought that was like fan related, right? But it
then when you do the math and you go look in the PBC situation, they couldn't get him another fight other than the guy willing to fight him.
You get me? So it's like, you know, and
so you saying they couldn't get him no other fighter in the whole world. They couldn't get David Benavidez.
No, bro, no. I think you're taking what I'm saying and running down the street with it.
Like, no, they could get him another fighter.
They could go get him some guy that ain't even ranked, or they could get him some guy that's just looking for a shot. But that's not what he wanted.
A lot of these fighters, that's what they do when they quote unquote cherry pick or take a tune up or fight somebody that they know we don't want to see him fight. Like when Charlo fought Brandon Adams here in H-Town. Nobody from Houston wanted to see Brandon Adams, but he still fought him.
On the David Benavidez tip, right? He could have fought my dude Albert, dude from Venezuela. He's ranked in the top 5 in all 4 of the sanctioning bodies. But who the hell knows him? That's one. And 2, he is not under the control of the PBC.
When both guys were.
Both guys were. You got David Morrell. If David Morrell happens to upset David Benavidez, is a guy
still in the house.
That they've clipped. He's still in house. Now we can pivot to him and shift our resources over here. We'll just slide our chips to this side of the table.
Top rank do it every day.
Yeah.
Like the bro saying, this shit really ain't based on our feelings, our emotions.
It's not. It's not.
Sometimes these things they align, the stars align, or sometimes there's that intersection between business and fan satisfaction. But for the most part, this is not the case. As just was talking about Lamont Roach.
Tank not fighting for legacy, bro. I'm not finna just paint a broad brush over the rest of the boxing history and say none of them fought for legacy.
I don't think nobody here doing that.
None of them fought for legacy. None of them fought the best because that was the best, and everybody's saying now he the best. This dude right here the best. You ain't the best, he the best. And you want to go prove you're the best. Like when you're a competitor, that's just what it is.
Or when that's your MO. That's your MO though, Big Billo. I respect what you're saying.
Boxing MO.
Wait, Billo, wait. Let me say what I'm saying. I respect what you're saying because it's real. But that's your take. And you say this is boxing. Well, guess what? Boxing is a business before sport. It's a business.
Yeah.
You overlooking that.
Yeah.
I'm not overlooking that.
Boxing is a sport where people got to do favors.
The best fight the best. I'm overlooking.
I'm not knocking it. It's not just you. We are everybody on this panel, and the majority of people in the chat want to see the best fight the best. But we all understand that just ain't gonna always happen. Right?
Nope. It's got to be beneficial. These guys are not just lining up these fights for the sake of competition. It just ain't happening that way. It's not. Because if that were the case, we would have got Shakur versus Payta God knows how long ago.
It's always got to be beneficial.
They kicked that shit down the road as far as they could.
So the 5 people I wanted to see Tank fight at one time or another. It wouldn't have been beneficial.
Who are they?
The other best 5 fighters of his era.
Are you gonna name some guys on the PBC roster?
No, I'm not gonna name nobody on the PBC roster.
Because if you're not, that's gonna be a problem off the muscle.
Yep. And then, additionally to that, you got to factor in the different networks. Lomachenko was on record in 2017 saying, "This guy says he wants to fight me, but he fights on Showtime. I fight exclusively on ESPN."
Thank
you. So that's another barrier right there.
The networks, where they're signed to, all that is a factor.
Okay,
it is.
Was Wilder with PBC, right?
He was years ago.
With PBC when he fought Fury.
Yes.
From Top Rank.
Yes.
And throughout history, I can go back to the 80s, 90s, wherever you want me to go. Fighters on different promotions, different contracts, different networks, and the fight still happened. When the fighter wants to fight that's not the only way it happened. That's not the only way it happened.
I want to give you some insight to what I'm gonna give you some insight to your own example. The only reason why that fight happened is because the PBC didn't have to pay for Fury and Top Rank didn't have to pay for Wilder. That's why that fight happened. It was beneficial for both promotional companies that they only had to pay their guy. That's why it happened.
Right.
I mean, to say that's
bro. You know, it's all about that competition, all about that legacy.
Listen. If Top Rank had to pay Fury and Wilder, or PBC had to pay Wilder and Fury, it wouldn't have happened. This is before Turkey Al Sheik, so it wouldn't have happened.
Homie. T Hill, my dog, man, was
just keep it on the business tip to use the football reference that you use, Bill.
T Hill.
The football reference that you use. The Rams and the Chargers play each other because they're under the same umbrella, the NFL. Why don't we see crossovers between NFL and XFL, NFL and UFL, NFL and this one and that one, or whoever? That shit ain't gonna happen.
Right.
It's all about keeping things under the same umbrella, man. That's
because
what
the
it comes down
UFL,
to.
the UFL, all that shit, that's amateur work. That shit ain't that shit
They're
37U. You know what I'm saying? That's amateur
they're
work.
two different what's the name? They're two different leagues. Two different leagues.
Yeah, it's two different
Television
everything.
contracts, broadcast, and all that stuff plays a part.
Two different
Kelly,
competition
stop.
levels.
Oh, shit.
But I'm gonna tell
And
you
I'm
like
not privy
this.
to it. I'm not privy to it. And does the UFC just in the middle go fight Bellator, or do they just fight all UFC guys?
For the shit, they had a mashup maybe once or twice that I
And
know
how
of.
long? There you
That
go.
was over a decade ago. Since then, it's been all UFC.
But we comparing the NFL.
No, we're comparing the umbrella. As long as you're
That's what
under
I'm
an umbrella.
saying. When it comes to boxing, different fighters fight fighters that's not under the same promotion. It's not like it don't happen.
No,
No,
it
we're not
does
saying it don't
happen.
happen.
But when the
But you can't
business
compare
makes sense
apples and
for it to
oranges
happen,
and
it
be.
doesn't just happen for the sake of competition. That's what we're saying. It's not just like, oh well, you got the best guy over there, we got the best guy over here. No,
Let's see what we gonna do. Yeah, it don't work like that.
So to
it
show you
doesn't
both
happen like
sides,
that.
to show you both sides of the spectrum, is it gonna happen for a guy that's 1 and 19 and the other guy 2 and 22? That's their record? Or they gonna mash together for them to fight? No, they gonna mash together when it comes to their best. When it comes to the elite, everybody want to see this so we can make some money off this shit because everybody want to see it. So we can sell these pay-per-views, we can sell this merchandise, we can sell these tickets. So I'm just showing you both sides of the spectrum, how it all ties in together. No matter how you try to cut it, it all ties in together.
Yeah, but that's based on projections, and that happens.
Yeah,
That happens.
we
That
saying the
happens
same
further and
thing,
few in
except
between.
I don't lean on the side of. I don't lean on the side of somebody that's saying
that's right, Cal.
Yeah, just pissing on a nigga and telling me it's raining. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
bro,
that's what they do in boxing.
That's what it
That's
is.
what they do in boxing.
Yeah, but if I think you full of shit, I'm gonna say you full of. If I think you full
Majority
of
of boxing is full of shit, fam. I'm gonna say it. Majority of boxing is full of shit, fam.
It ain't nothing personal. I'm saying for me, I can't speak for everybody because some people.
And also, let me use this. Let me use your NFL example
Some people
again,
do
right?
be personal and be tripping.
So
But
in the
I'm just saying what
NFL,
it is.
teams play 18 weeks, and then at the end, the teams who win enough games to qualify for the postseason have a chance at the Super Bowl, right? At the Lombardi. Boxing does not work that way. I'll give you an example. Marquise Taylor beat a guy who is now ranked 7th in the WBA. Marquise Taylor is not ranked in the top 15. How the hell does that happen? How do you beat a guy? He gets a ranking and you don't get one. How does that work?
There's a lot of politics tied into boxing. That's 1,000,000% understood. I was just giving you a insight of my view of how I love sports. And just because it's boxing don't mean that I want the best. I want to see the best fight the best. And when I feel like it's not happening, when I feel like the fighter is not pushing for it, when I feel like the fighter gets mad if you even ask a question about, God damn, you gonna ever fight the other best dudes? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a reaction that I got from a fighter that I like fighting, and I'm like, I don't that reaction kind of let me know it probably ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part. That's the
Bro,
part where
I know you speaking in general, but man, come on, man. Who you talking about, bro?
I'm talking about Tank and Shakur. That's what the
Shout out to Cash Bandit.
Nah, I'm messing with you, bro. I was just trying to get you to say. Can you please say his name?
You know what I'm saying? It's Tank and Shakur. Like, bro,
Shout out to John. They gonna put him in the
and
same
Billo, I'm with you. I'm with you from an idealistic standpoint. That's how it should be. But you just acknowledged it, right? There's a lot of politics. There's a lot of red tape that got to get cut through in boxing. So how the hell can we say that this guy is the best or this guy isn't the best based on championships and rankings if these things can be paid for? Look at Robert Lee in the late 90s, the dude who was the president of the IBF. They had a whole damn lawsuit about that because this dude was taking money from fighters to buy rankings. So what are these quote unquote elite statuses or standings really worth? If a motherfucker can just buy their way into position, you can't do that in the NFL. You win games, you lose games, and however you stack up at the end in the standings, that's how we view you. Boxing is not the same way.
Yeah, but one thing as a fan, well, as I'm just from the fan standpoint, I think it'll be a consensus if we say who the two best 135-pound fighters. I think it's only two names that's gonna come up. You might got some more people
for sure.
might just say something just to
But what is that opinion? But what is that opinion informed by though?
By
what
us
is that
watching
opinion
them fight.
informed by?
Us watching them fight and watch their careers. We watched them grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like from amateurs, from Olympics to like we're watching these young men grow up in the sport that they love and that they do, in their profession. That's what we're witnesses to. So once we're witnesses to it and we seeing them come up and they both in the same weight class, for us, just Tank and Shakur.
So we just basing it off of eye tests, no empirical data or nothing like that. It's just the eye test.
I mean, we can go off resumes and titles and all that, but that's gonna bring up, you know what I'm saying, like more tit for tat. It's like because I don't want to debate who's the best without them fighting and who is the most elite and all that. Like I won't know until they fight.
Yeah, but that's gonna be the case.
I'm trying to see who's the better out of those two men in the boxing ring.
That's gonna always be the case, though, Billo.
Not if they get in the ring.
But when has all the fighters throughout history gotten in the ring and fought? Never.
It's not all of them, but that one dude that everybody want to see you fight, the people I consider the greats and the goats. Any one dude that
for almost every single legend like that, I'm sure myself or even Ant McQueen can name a guy he didn't fight. For sure,
I can name people that people didn't fight. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Ray with Aaron Pryor.
To this day, my OG is always talking about how Sugar Ray Leonard dug Donald Curry in his prime.
Come on, man.
Yeah, they said Donald Curry.
It'll never stop, bro. It'll never stop.
Yeah, but
they said Mayweather duck. Winky Wright.
Donald Curry was never considered.
Donald Curry was undisputed at 147 though.
Yeah,
Donald Curry was a problem too.
He was a problem, man. That's what you see. I ain't got nothing to say.
Big Billo, you good in my book, man, and I understand where you're coming from. I want to see the fight more than any anyway. I think we all do. I think we all would love to see that fight. They're just saying the reasons why we might not see the fight until we see the fight. If we see the fight at all, it's going to be buried.
You know, they like the bleed is dry. Let them sweat a little bit. Let them argue some more a little bit. Let them curse each other out for another 6, 8, 10, 12 months.
I mean, you saw the first press conference, Big Billo. You can come away with two things. One, Tank know that trying to justify this ain't a good look, and he not happy with it, or he really just disinterested in boxing altogether, and he looking for a way out.
That shit was a sad look for me. Like from watching the youngin come up, that shit look crazy. And I know he's getting the bag.
Billo, I got a question. Billo, I got a question for you, bro.
I know he's getting a big bag, but I'm just saying,
I got a question for you though, Billo.
Crazy, dog.
Hey, Billo, he didn't just start that. Like you wasn't disturbed after the post-fight conference after Lamont? He told you.
I'm talking about the way they disrespect. Ain't nobody never disrespected.
What I'm saying is that the man been saying I'm all about the money. I think you want something for him that he don't even want for himself. Is what I'm saying.
All about the money. That's fine.
So no. I don't care what he all about. All I'm saying is that what I'm saying is that you wouldn't be.
I just don't agree with that. It's not that I don't like Tank.
I don't mind you. I respect your view. I respect your view, fam. But listen to what I'm saying. He can't let me down. He can't make me feel like that. The way you saying how you looking at him now, he can't make me feel like that. Because I know what this is. It's a business. Billo, you from what? You from Detroit?
Nah, I'm from Herb Clark.
You from right up the street from me, family.
Yeah, I read it. I
Right
ain't
up
know
the
that, but
street.
I read it. But
I'm 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 I'm
Shout out
I'm,
to
I'm,
Big B Low, man.
I'm in the mo right now. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I went to
All
Elkins.
I'm
I went
saying,
to Elkins for a
all I'm
little
saying
bit
is
back
that
in Mo City.
you done seen the game, and you know what I mean by the game. You know what I'm saying? And when things go on in the game, you can't get your feelings attached to it because it's the game. That's all I'm saying to you.
No, this is the part that I'm trying to come across though. I'm not. It's not that like I'm so attached to this. This is my getaway sports. Like this has nothing to do with my real, actual life and how I function from day to day.
For
But
sure.
sports is like my getaway. You know what I'm saying? So when I come to
Right.
sports, of
You
course
want
I'm
it to be
having
true.
fun. I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
having fun with it and everything. I'm talking and just conversating on the sport. If
For
I
sure.
agree with something, I agree. If I don't, I'm gonna try to explain, why I don't. Nothing personal. It's gonna be all sports related. But
I feel you.
with Tank, like I said, me being the age I am, like, watching these young men grow up, you do
Hey,
get
you a fool, bro.
you get a little attachment to
Should
them
put
because
the
you watch
money
them
on
grow up. You
each
know what I'm saying? You watch them grow up, you're like, damn, they doing good. But my point is,
He said
like I
enough
say, the
all
way they
night.
embarrassed
Wait.
Tank at that press conference, that was crazy.
But you know what, Billo? Let me address that. He signed up for that shit, bro.
Yeah.
If you told me, Billo, if you said Mo City, come to the crib and we gonna just rank on you and chop you up for an hour and a half, but I'm gonna give you $500. I'm gonna let you do what you do. You feel what I'm saying? Like this man getting 40 million. I don't think he give a damn.
That's why I say it's not like I got pity for him. It's because he getting paid. He getting a big bag, so you can't really feel sorry for a person. I'm just saying
Aristocrat.
the shit ain't.
Problem is, man, ain't none of them had no paperwork except for the Loma fight, and Loma walked away.
Billo, you went to Madison?
Yeah.
I already know.
Yeah, I went to Elkins for a little bit. They kicked me up out of there though. But I went
For
to
sure,
Elkins.
though. For sure. You seem like a real one, bro. You didn't belong at Elkins.
Yeah, they said I wouldn't shave. So I can't. You won't let a nigga come up in there. But yeah, I just came up here for one to say it's all love,
Nigga,
all
Big
respect.
B-Lo was a problem back in the days.
Shout out to Big B-Lo. Appreciate you coming up. Only Loma dug Tank. I wouldn't really call that a dug, but I'll say he walked away. He walked away when the fight didn't happen. It was up to him, man. You know?
Like you stated, Tank himself said he didn't think Loma ducked.
Yeah,
that's the coldest part about it, man.
Because he got some stuff running his mouth. I gotta say, he having a lot of fun promoting, but I just hope he saves something for the reality of a fight actually happening, which I ain't gonna get overly excited. I'm gonna stay right in the middle because I know what to expect from that guy. He all over the place, and when you ask somebody a yes or no question and they give you an explanation, for me in life, like I feel like it's something to that where you couldn't just say yeah or no. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, yeah, all right, nope, it ain't happening, y'all. He about to play with us. Yeah, but that calling somebody out doesn't mean you're a duck if they don't fight you, bro. Like y'all,
for sure.
We're gonna be fighting this good fight, man. But we got to do this because I think it's important for people to educate themselves. I think the more people understand about boxing, the less they'll use the word duck. I promise you. It's not that. Y'all telling me grown men scared to fight? Nah, bro, we just ain't gonna do it on terms that don't make sense for them. They got to be confident and comfortable they're gonna win. It's a lot, but I don't think it's as simple as he's ducking, she's ducking, they're ducking. Nobody wants to fight because, like I said, man, people told me Benavidez was ducking Morrell. People told me Errol Spence and Terence Crawford was ducking each other. You get what I'm saying? Like I hate that word. They tell you Tank Davis is ducking Lamont Roach, and they had a full 12 rounds. But he's ducking them. It's like, bro, I can't take it. I hate it. I hate that word. Is misused, bro. Loma can't even tell you Tank ducked him. Gary can't either. He probably talks some shit, but he can't say for real. How you duck somebody that's not in your weight class?
If you Tank Davis, you can. I can tell you that right now. Tank Davis can duck anybody. It don't matter at hell.
Where, bro? Like we gotta, Loma Swan take on my.
Loma himself came out and said there never was a chance for the fight. Bob Arum came up and he didn't want to put on the fights. He said that was never a fight for Tank. Yet and still, people out here telling them that, you know, Tank was scared.
Yeah, that is real.
Mayweather threatened him.
But look, y'all, man, I got to head out. Man.
Hey, shout out to the voice. Shout out my guy, Big Billo.
Who knows if I pop back on tonight, yo? Because I had
and
a long
McQueen.
night, so we might come back here and just chop it up some more because it's definitely some more to talk about that we gonna get to.
But just real quick. That's why I come over here, bro, because I know you're gonna give the balanced take that might be going against exactly what I'm thinking at the time. So I come to listen to get to hear the different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you see me questioning something down there, Ted, I might damn near be questioning myself. Like, you know, like
I get it. I probably misunderstood. I probably misunderstood you though. So I'm glad that you're willing to come up and know that it's a conversation because we think more alike than differently. Like in terms of we're willing to have a conversation outside of what we think. That's why I don't tell nobody wrong. But nah, let's keep making it a build, man. You feel free to click that link, man. I might be back tonight, man. You know, even though it's already night.
So
It might be a late night one. It might be y'all for an hour or two, man. To pop up and talk some more boxing. But shout out to Big Bilo, my guy T Hill, the mayor, and the professor and McQueen. Behind the hands.
Yes, sir.
Break down, Shouty. And behind the hands, most of the minutes.
It was a pleasure, gents.
You know it.
Always.
You know it, definitely. We're gonna be back.
Who from Mo City?
Huh? Mo City?
Behind the Hands TV, the one that was talking to you.
Okay, already. Salute.
Yeah, that's the same person. Mo City Minutes and Behind the Hands TV. You know what I mean?
I'll catch y'all boys later, man.
Right, for sure.
That'd be easy, Big Bilo.
T Hill, Aristocrat say you wanted to fight, they would fight. Only boxing, do people have a million excuses? Listen, real quick. Like, let me make sense of what you're saying. Listen to what you're saying. You wanted to fight. If he wanted to fight, they would fight. Listen to your first sentence, bro. I hate to be like elementary with you, but listen to what you're saying. If he wanted to fight, it's got to be both of them wanting to do it. Like, you can't stop telling half a story, bro. You're chasing, like, it's like a witch hunt. There was no paperwork. It was no deal in place for them to fight. It was no negotiations that took place. It was just something being talked about. Yeah, I know. Oh, he trying to set me up. And I get all of that, bro. I get it. But we really went over this and we heard multiple audio clips of Lomachenko saying, fight him for what? For money? Like, he's saying different things. Like, but when it was time to negotiate, it was Loma that walked away, not Tank. So if you real enough to say, oh, he could have fought him all them years ago, Tank wasn't making his own calls. That was Floyd moving him. Floyd told him, man, Loma want to fight him now because he old. You gotta get his fights in. Nah, y'all go fight each other. Like, Floyd told you what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, man, look, at the end of the day, man, I know how y'all feel about what y'all didn't see from Tank. But trust me, man, ain't nobody been boxing since they was 7 and scared of somebody else in their weight class, bro. It's just not logical. Do he want to lose? Hell no, he don't want to lose. Especially to somebody that he think he better than, right? But nah, it's just not that simple and cut and dry as somebody being scared or ducking, man. It's all about business and fights being worked out so they can be made, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you see Loma and Tank didn't happen when the paperwork was out because of Loma. It's not Tank. But you will still focus on some imaginary shit from years ago where you have no paperwork, no negotiations on either side, and not even Bob Arum can tell you Tank Davis was ducking them, right? Yeah, he probably could say it, but it wouldn't be true. Like, it's deeper than that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than that. So, at the end of the day, man, guys is going to make the moves that make the most sense and to make the most money. But that dude, Tank Davis, is not fighting Jake Paul because he's scared of Shakur or Lamont Roach. Like, think about it. People think he's scared of a guy that he willingly gave an opportunity to and win 12 rounds with. What in the world would he have to be scared about? Get what I'm saying? It's not logical thinking. Could he be, like, you know, on point or, like, you know what I mean? Oh, shit, this dude do a little bit better. Or not even, because he said he was good the whole time. So, but would that make him even more on point for a rematch? Possibly. Would it make the rematch better? Possibly. But we won't know. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. But with that, man, that's my time, man. I appreciate everybody. It's crazy, man. It's all about educating, man. I'm telling you. And I don't know it all, bro, but I know enough. And I plan on learning a lot more. The more you deep dive into boxing, the more you'll find out that when fights don't get made, oftentimes it's business related, and a lot of times it's simple as a money situation. It could be a venue, a location, a number of different things. The date ain't lining up with that fighter, and then it just won't happen. But then somebody got to be labeled a duck. No, sometimes business deals don't get made because they don't make sense for both parties, or they can't come to an agreement. Do y'all know for in order for a fight to take place, both parties involved have to come to an agreement? It's just that simple. So if a guy can't get the money that he's looking for, then he shouldn't step in the ring. But we'll tell him what he should step in the ring for anyway, right? So it's crazy. It's tough, man. It's tough, man. Boxing is a tough sport, man. But the more you educate yourself, the better the sport will be. The more enjoyable it'll be. So I'm rocking with both Team Core to the Wheels Fall. Hey, Tay, you already know over here we rock with them both, bro. So I support them both. Only thing I say is the reason I'll say that Tank doesn't want to fight because the way he answers it when asked about it. Like, if I'm pretty sure if it was any other fighter, I'll say the same thing, right? And I don't think it's a matter of being scared. It's like it's focus and priority. Is that his focal point? Is that his number one fight? Is that up on his list of things to do? Probably not. Why is another discussion, but I refuse to say that he's scared or ducking any of these guys until I got some definitive proof that that's what that is. So until then, shout out to Tank, knock Jake out, go get your money. No slight to Jake. Love what he's doing for women's boxing. And I like the fact that he broke the mold and he found a way to be relevant when people laughed him off. Think about it. A year or two ago, man, people looked at Jake as this show would have been over. Think about it. After the Tommy Fury situation, he lost to him. People thought that shit was over. And he found a way to get one of the biggest names in the sport to get in there with him. And Mike Tyson on top of that. So that'd be two of the biggest names. At the end of the day, you might not respect Jake Paul, his entry into the sport, but you're going to have to respect his results. Them shit's going to always speak louder than anybody's criticism of his. The results speak loud, very loud, and he making some shit happen. Can't knock Jake for his hustle, bro. Can't, especially boxing the Wild West. Y'all let him in the back door and he kicked it in. So shout out to Jake. Shout out to Tank. May the best man win, but Tank, get your money, knock his ass out. And that's on some boxing shit, but shout out to MVP Promotions. And look, shout out to everybody that continues to pull up, rock out, and support, man. Appreciate y'all. Sub to the channel. Double tap the screen. Hit that like button. Hit that bell icon on the way out. And we'll be back tomorrow to build on this boxing. With that, peace.
Representing Brick City, Shakur!
Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knockdown score with the left hand. From Patterson, New Jersey, please welcome the sweet Terminator,
Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing, the best boxing talk. It's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube. Right now, we're going to give him his Just Do. Shout out to my brother Just Do.